And I was hoping they would wait a little bit till I woke up, but here we are. So, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? How's everyone doing today? What's good, senpai? How's it going? What's up, man? How goes it? Alright. I guess we should, You know, the problem here, I don't really have a great weapon to do this with. To be completely honest. My weapon options are not, like, ideal here. First off, let me put on the resource pack. But yo, what's good, nearing us up? Blake, Isaac, Splag, and City. It is here. It is on the main server. We are about to try it out. But I gotta swap out of all this dungeon setup stuff. Because we are going to be in Crimson, of course. And I cannot be seen in this equipment. So we are going to run... I guess Vanquished, or do I do Brilliance? I mean, I obviously should use David's Cloak and Rift Necklace. Do I have any other Rift Necklace? Do I just have the Brilliant one? Gonna have to change that around a little bit. Let me throw the equipment in here in the meantime. I gotta figure out how we're getting sorted here. So, Rift Necklace, David's Cloak, Molten Bracelet, Molten Belt, I think, is the meta. So let's see if I can actually get some stuff put on these. So first off, I would like Strengthened, please. Boom. And Strengthened. No, Reforged. Strengthened. Thank you. And then Strengthened. Bang. And Strengthened. And also, you know what? Let me just throw a recom on these as well, because why not? There we go. Just had a couple lying around from yesterday. No. That. Let's do this. Okay. But it is here. It is on the main server. Yo, what's good? William, Macadex, Hypixel, Knight, Flame, Faz. Hope everyone's having a good day. It is here. I am going to be testing it out in a second. I just got to get my inventory sorted because I got, like, so much junk in here that I'm not going to use. So let's just throw the majority of these things in here. I will need this. I guess I can keep most of this in here. That's fine. Do that. I need my weapon. So, what we're probably... I'm too broke to do most things here, unfortunately. So I guess we'll do this. And then do that. Like, this thing has no enchants or anything. I mean, I can get Bane of Arthropod 6. Probably. Shouldn't be too much. There we go. Just throw that in the anvil for now. And we'll just start with that. Like, I got nothing on this thing, dude. I'll throw a recom. It's starred at least. I should have reforged it first, but I didn't. So we'll do Fabled. I think that's good. Wanted to do T9 before the update. Unfortunate, dude. Alright, well, I'm broke. Let's get started. Spider Boss, yes sir, yes sir. We're gonna go check it out. So T5, Tarantula, bang. Alright. So this is gonna be our first attempt at this boss. T5 Tarantula. I did it on the alpha, of course, but it should be a little bit different here. So first off, what we're gonna do is we are gonna set up our auto pet rules. So let me see, what do I not need? I mean, I need a lot of these. I can probably disable this one and then disable this one because I won't be doing Diana stuff for a while. So first thing, whenever we start a Slayer quest, it will equip our Tarantula, and whenever the Tarantula boss spawns, it will equip our G-Drag. So I think that'll be our best options here. So get our Tarantula out, see what we can do here. I mean, I don't have any equipment that really buffs our combat wisdom, so we'll just see what happens. Somebody spawning They're bosses all around. I probably need to go grab my Recluse Fang because that will help me spawn a bit faster. But for this first boss, we're just going to jump in and see what happens. But let's see. What do we got here? This on Alpha or Main? This is the main server. It is here on the main server. And I'm going to have to get my hands on a Sting. Which is probably going to cost me more than 100 mil. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. I think I'm on the wrong Reforge as well. So probably not doing crazy damage. So I need to adjust that at some point. Let's do this. Get rid of those. Boom. Beat him up. Come here, dude. Why are you running? Do that. 1, 2, 3. Got him. And come back here. There he is. And now we beat up the base mode. Got 20 million health. I'm not doing enough damage to these, but you know what? That's fine. There we go. T5 Tarantula defeated for the first time. That's 75 SkyBlock XP, so we're now 80% to 516 off of that. And once we get all the stuff in museum, we should be looking much, much better. But there's the boss, boys. There's the boss. Other than that, there is a ton of stuff in museum, so let's go ahead and take a look at it, because there's a lot. And we need some of our items out of this. So there are 2 new weapons. So let me just look up the Recluse Fang. There it is. All right. But yeah, 2 new weapons, which are the Tarantula Fang and the Sting. So we gotta get our hands on these guys. So the Tarantula Fang is going to require the Recluse Fang, and then the Sting is going to require the Tarantula Fang. So we've got a lot of drops to go for. Tarantula Fang, I think, shouldn't be too difficult. We need a Tarantula Catalyst and 16 Tarantula Silk. So let me just go ahead. I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and get a couple stacks of that because we're going to need it here pretty soon. Oh, that doesn't go anywhere. All right, well, good to know. We do also have the Toxic Arrow Poison, which sells to NPC for the most. So that's gonna be our best option for that. But yeah, we're just gonna kinda, or sorry, let's warp Arachne, if I could spell. Bang. Here we go. See what we can do. But yeah, sub 20 is not bad, I guess. Not bad, not bad. We definitely got some work to do, which again, let me change my attributes real quick. That should help quite a bit. So if we swap to Hurtful, and then let me call him again while holding the Claymore. See what we get. Boom. I need Strength. So we crank this into Strength. Actually, when I'm equipping the G-Dragon, that should be plenty of Strength. So let's just go all out on crit damage. Alright, I think that'll be good. Should be doing a lot more damage now, in theory. I mean, 275k with Recluse Fang isn't a lot, but 1 mil, over a mil with the Claymore kind of cooks. Look at this dude. But yeah, what's new in this update besides T5? I mean, that's the biggest thing, I would say for sure. T5 is definitely the biggest deal. I mean, they've got all the museum stuff and like the items you craft from T5. I don't know what all the bug fixes that they did. I'm sure there's some in it, but I haven't really paid too much attention. This is like the main thing the update was doing. Other than this, it's just bug fixes as far as I'm aware. But yeah. Wanna do Spider Slayer and Crimson Isles? I mean, I could do that. I might try that out. Where did bro go? There he is. Hi. I might try it. See how it goes. I'm just used to doing it here. So I don't think I would one tap with the Recluse Fang for the flaming spiders either. So that would be an issue. But hopefully it wouldn't be too big of a problem. But there we go. Boss is down. How long y'all think it'll take us to get some drops up in here? So I don't think, you know what? Is it in? It should be in recipe book for Slayers. Here we go. Tarantula Slayer. All right, so Primordial is very cool. Tarantula Ring, also very cool. For that, we need a Digested Mosquito, which I probably should sell some of those at some point. What else? They got the Primordial Armor as well. That's another thing we're going to have to go for. Shriveled Bracelet. This is the big thing. So this will help out on Spider's Den. It's going to give us extra Magic Find and Combat Wisdom here. So getting this would be a big deal, but we do need a shriveled wasp. And unfortunately, we can't set our RNG meter on any of the new items yet. So we're kind of just stuck. We're kind of just stuck there. So we just gotta wait. Spawns really fast on the aisle. Okay. New E-Man one tap. Yeah, as Slayer was telling me yesterday. Crazy stuff. I guess we'll warp to the aisle. Let's try it there. Already level 9. This update's not good for me. I mean, I'm also level 9, but the primordial like weapon is pretty cool. Or belt is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just kill them with Claymore here, I think. Pretty much. Which 26 kills. I don't know. 26 is a lot, man. I don't know if doing these here, because I definitely can't use Recluse Fang. And I think just having more spawns might be better. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Perhaps. Although it is a lot easier to shoot the things above his head here, for sure. That is for sure. Is it on main? It is on main. This is the main server. We've got Tarantula T5s here. Very pog. So I will have to get a video out talking about it at some point. I'll probably do a tarantula, like a full Tarantula Slayer guide. But who knows, man, because I am kind of out of date on what's super good with like starting out. So I'll have to do some research before I get that out for sure. Excuse me. But yeah, I think it's better spawning here. For sure. Just because you get more kills. It's kind of similar to how I like to spawn in the Svens back in the day. Although spawning in this area might not be great because the keepers probably actually hurt with the poison. But Shriveled Wasp is an auction house already. Someone already dropped one. That's insane. That is crazy. Hold up. Let me kill mine and not worry about his. There we go. Well, there's Bane of Arthropod 6, which is a crazy rare drop for some reason. Oh, dude. I hit his boss and now I can't teleport. That's actually so annoying. He just spawned it right next to me and I thought it was mine for a second. Okay, now we're good. Maybe it's just a radius thing or you have to have hit it in a certain amount of time. Boom. Shelmet 600k. Dang. They went up a little bit, eh? Let's do this. Get him. There we go. Alright. How do you stop your bow from using all the tap you drop? Sell the tap instantly, pretty much. That's about all you can do. Boom. Okay. I feel like the webs are kind of useless now that he puts down. Like, they had a use before, but now they're kind of just there, to be honest. Come here, boy. Nice. Should I should probably be, Claymore, or not Claymore, be swapping to my Day Axe up in here. Let's do that. How much damage do I do with this? I mean, it's not bad. 900k is a lot. Got 6-player Isle. I don't think it's better. Just because I can't use Recluse Fang there. I can't use it. I gotta get a Tarantula Catalyst drop up in here, and then get a Tarantula Fang, and then maybe we can Isle. Perhaps. 777 mana. It goes crazy. Alright, there's the swipe coming in clutch. You'll love to see it. Boom. Alright, let's see what we can do. I mean, I'm doing 2 mil with this thing, right? Yeah, 2 mil. That's a pretty solid amount, I would say. How much with this guy, though? 1.6. I mean, I might just use Day Axe, to be honest. That might be the play. So I get the extra magic find and stuff. I think that might be the strat. Let's do that. Plus, it's already, like, leveled up quite a bit as well. So I think it's probably going to be better for us in the long run. Is Habanero Tactics fixed? That is a good question, actually. So I have Tactics on. I don't have the thing on right now. So I have 149 magic finds. If I go and get my hands on a gummy bear, boom, It went up a little bit, I think. I don't think it works that well, I'm gonna be honest. If I take off a couple pieces of gear and then get some kills. Why did it go down? And how many was supposed to spawn? It's supposed to go up. I swapped back to Hab, and then it went, I don't know. Went down a little bit. I don't know, maybe it does work. With the spawning at least. I don't know about the magic find though. Who knows, dude? Is the magic find only towards slayers? Like, does it not work on anything else? That could be the case. Day axe. Oh yeah, sorry. Day blade. My fault. My fault. Unfortunate. Yo, it's good, Diana and 15 star. How's it going? Can you use hype for T5? No, you can use it for like the first half of the fight, but it is immune to magic damage after it gets down to half health. There's soulbound items need to grind myself for this update. I don't think so. Just like, you know, it's day 1 right now, so nobody's really selling too much stuff is the thing. So I'm just trying to drop what I can myself today, and then we'll see what we can get up to tomorrow. Dang, Recluse Fang with the shards. I need to drop the new catalyst. If I can drop one of the new catalysts, that would be so nice. That would be a very big deal. Boom, boom. We'll see what happens. It's fixed. What? Oh, Hab Tactics is fixed. English. I can't speak English. Well, that's good. That is very good. Watch Shriveled Wasp. Dang, there's 65 mil. What are their drop rates? I mean, it's a legendary item, so I would think it'd be high, but maybe not. Or, I mean, low drop rates? Yeah, low drop rates. That's what I would think it would be. I mean, it's a cool boss. It's 1 in 1404. Okay. Crazy that people dropped him already. That is kind of crazy. We are dropping shards from killing the spiders as well, so that's kind of cool. Yo, Tarantula Silk. We're going to need a lot of that. Can I make any, actually? I probably can. I have a bunch of flint on me. Oh, yeah. We'll be able to make a bit from the flint minion drops that I have saved up. Sorry, gravel minion. Who happens to make flint. Ooh. But, yeah. So, what are the changes? Let me see if there's patch notes. But, big thing is they added T5 Tarantula. Thank you, Cloud, for the sub, by the way. I didn't say that earlier. But yeah, again, boys, if y'all haven't already, smash that sub button. We are closing in on 30K for Red Name. We're getting there. Come here, boy. Oh my goodness, I almost got the 1-tap. With Dayblade, by the way. That's kind of crazy. That's a little bit of damage. Can I use hype on the boss? No. You can on the first half, but the second half he's immune to damage from magic weapons. Can't 1-tap. Did they fix it? Because I 1-tapped on alpha. But anywho. Doo-doo. Let me look and see if there's any patch notes real quick on the forums. I doubt they'll have them out this early. Never mind. We have it. Here are the patch notes. I'll go ahead and pin it in most chats except for the shorts chat. Best thing for RNG meter, you can't put RNG meter on any of the new stuff right now. They didn't want like the market flooding on day 1, so I assume they'll let you use it in the next week or so. But 5th and final tier Spider Slayer boss, being a step up from the T5 Rev Horror, brings with it not just several exciting new drops that aim to alter the overarching Slayer progress, but also several key revamps to older items. Very cool. I made a video about this recently for when it was on alpha, so make sure to check that out. Added support for swapping your Kudra armor type, so they did do that. So if you had like a hollow armor set before, then you can now swap it to something else if you wanted to. Deploy a change that will cause the Spooky Festival, Carnival, etc. to expire if it's been 10 or more Skyblock years since they were given. A bunch of damage reduction changes, so apparently you could get like 100% damage reduction if you had like all the right pets and stuff equipped. So now it will not give you up to 100%. Or past 100%. It is limited now. But Also, pets were apparently bugged, so they wouldn't tell you, like, the amount of damage reduction that they said they gave was not what they actually gave. So they have fixed that as well. So pets are kind of buffed now, so E-Man pet for Ender Slayer is super duper helpful. Super duper helpful. How much is it for the new stuff? I mean, it literally just dropped like a few minutes ago, so some of the things haven't even been dropped yet. Like, if I look up the Primordial Eye or something, I doubt one of those has been dropped yet. Didoots. Primordial. Yeah, I mean, people have the armor. Dang, they have been dropped. They're already going for 300 mil. That's crazy. How did people drop this stuff already? It's been like 5 minutes, dude. What the heck? What changed about E-Man pet? So there was apparently a bug with a lot of the pets that give damage reduction, and they weren't giving as much as they said that they would. So now E-Man pet's even better than it was. It's all of SkyBlock going for those right now. I mean, I don't know about all of SkyBlock. There's definitely a significant number of players that cannot handle this boss, I would imagine. But yeah, I mean, I know a lot of the higher level players are definitely going for it. Just didn't think we would have 4 of them dropped in the first, like, 10 minutes. That is crazy. That is kind of crazy. Where did bro go? There he is. Hi. How's it going, dude? Boom. I'm gonna need to buy arrows, by the way. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Boom. That's gonna be something I need to do. Didoot / quiver. Yeah. Alright, let me call Jax real quick. That should help. Boom. Can we just get a bunch of regular arrows? Thank you. Get rid of all of this stuff, and we should be chilling. Alright. What's best sword for the Slayers? I think Claymore is the realistically best weapon right now. I'm using Day Axe though because I want magic finds. So, or sorry, Dayblade, my fault. Dayblade is also very cool. Boom. Yo. Nice. And we're gonna get a spawn here in a second. Bang. Alright, well, we'll let him chill for a minute, and then maybe we'll go stab him in a second. Is Hype Tactics working? I believe so. I think it is. Why am I'm at 94% speed. Dang. That is kind of yikes. That is kind of yikes. What am I getting? I guess it's the little guy that I have spawned up there that's probably slaughtering me right now. Shooting little arrows at me. Like the piece of garbage he is. Come here. Spider jockey. Chill. Alright. We're good. They fixed the auto pet magic find bug. There was a bug with that. I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't know. You didn't? I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, Hype Tactics should be fixed, and it is already out, yes. This is indeed the main server. Let's do that. But yeah, Hype Tactics fixed. You can RNG meter. Do it quick if you want. Oh, for real? Wait, what? They fixed it already? Yeah, I figured. Heck W, that was quick. For the lower ones, you can still meter, but not the T5 things. Okay, so could I meter the like catalyst up in here? I can. So I do need one of those. How much are they going for? Tarantula catalysts. Or are they on Bazaar? Probably on Bazaar. I mean, they're 7 mil. I'll get a couple of these. Alright, so this lets us make the new equipment, if we wanted to, Tarantula Fang. So we can now go ahead and make Tarantula Fang. I bought a couple of these catalysts. They're going for like 7 mil a piece right now, which I imagine will be much cheaper in the future, but for now, there is the Tarantula Fang. Voila. And then we can also use this thing, I think, for The ring, yes. So we need a stack of soul string as well. So let me get my hands on that real quick. Very cheap stuff. Not bad at all. And then I believe we are going to need a... what's it called for this? This guy, digestive mosquito. All right, so there's one of those. So now that we have that, I need to get my tarantula talisman out. There it is. Put this here, soul string, catalyst, silk, and the mythic tarantula ring has been acquired. So we once again will have max magical power. There it is. I believe that is still the max now. So 1865 magical power. Pretty epic. We will take it. And now that we have that museum, we can go ahead and head over there and throw in the Tarantula Fang, which gives 7 SkyBlock XP. Not a ton, but it is very helpful. Let's see, where did it go? There it is. So now we can also get some extra combat wisdom against spiders compared to the Recluse Fang, so we should be doing a bit more when it comes to that. But that puts us up 93% to 516, which is pretty insane. We're already making moves, and I think we'll hit 516 today if I can get my hands on a Sting, but that is a pretty big if. That is a pretty big if. Yo, what's good, Pluto? Have they changed T4 phase? Also, if not, why am I getting those phase? T4 is different, yes. So, all of, like, they changed the whole boss. All of them. They're all different now. So, T4 also becomes immune to magic damage, I believe, once it's at half health. So you have to do melee against him, too. And then... okay. Hi there. And then, like, T3 is different as well. T2, T1, they're all different than they were originally. So, again, I made a video about it when it was on Alpha. So, make sure to check that one out. If you got any questions on all that stuff. I made 2 videos about it when it was on Alpha. So, covered most of that pretty well. The first, like, the non-T5 bosses I covered in the first video. And then I was mainly talking about T5 in the second one. So, yeah. But yes, update is on main server. This is the main server. Go into M1 and use the golden magical power emblem. Is that the strat? Could I get up to what, 2k MP off of that? That is kind of crazy. That is kind of goofy silly. Is one tap T4 Tarantula exist anymore? I don't think so, no. Or it shouldn't. If it does, it's a bug and it'll get fixed. So, RIP to one-tapping any Tarantula bosses, pretty much. I mean, you can probably still one-tap T1, because T1 is just T1. But, other than that, it's kind of in the bin. Nice. Is it hard to complete? I mean, depends on your gear, I imagine. For me, it's not bad at all, but... who knows what it's like if you don't have Crimson Gear, because Crimson Gear just makes this a breeze for sure. Takes care of all the bats and everything like that. Like, I don't got to worry about taking too much damage or anything. Hopefully they fix the Sting, because I'm pretty sure the Sting damage is, like, totally bugged out, because it should be as good as Halberd of the Shredded, in theory. And it's just straight up not. So, I think that's going to need some adjustments. For sure. Boom. Get him. There it is. Alright. 2k magical power in dungeons. Yeah. Wait, what? Y'all saw that, right? One tap's not possible. It wasn't one tap, but that was fancy. That was kind of fancy. Need to test max MP in dungeons. I mean, I can do it real quick, but that was kind of fancy. All right, M1. There you go. Do you need healing items for it? I mean, I'm just using hype is all I need. All right, max magical power 2003. There you go. 2003. That is kind of insane. Any new accessories? Just an upgrade to Tarantula Talisman. They got the Tarantula ring now, but that's the main thing. Hold up. Let me get that drop out of here, because I'm gonna need me some of that. And if I can type correctly, Tarantula. Let me get this. Bonk. A little bit of that. So we still need the catalyst for the primordial armor. And we're gonna need a lot of Tarantula silk as well. Like a lot. So yeah, we gotta get our hands on 4 more catalysts. That's probably gonna take some time, but we will get there. Chill. All right, here we go. He slows me down by so much. I don't like these guys. Not a fan. All right, now we're good. T5 Tarantula, let's go. Wait, max MP is over 2k now. Only in dungeons. Only in dungeons can you get over 2k. But yeah, that is kind of insane. What happens if you put on the emblem and then leave the dungeon? I think it would probably stay, but it would just change the amount that it shows if you hover over it in the chat. I think it unequipped my Tarantula pet now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, hello there. When I warped into the dungeon, it equipped my jellyfish, I bet. Probably did that. Sounds like something it would do. Really, primordial armor got nerfed. Alpha set could outdamage Infernal Crimson. I mean, I could see you maybe doing more damage per hit. But the swipe on Crimson just makes it so good. Ain't no way, right? I don't know. I didn't see it. Maybe it's possible that they goofed. But either way, I need the set for museum, so I'll get it. That's the plan. That is the game plan. But yeah, if it is better for Spider Slayer than Crimson, that would be kind of goofy. I won't lie. Should I go for Plasma Nucleus or Hegemony during Scorpius? I mean, Plasma Nucleus I would say is not as important. In my opinion, I would focus Hegemony, but Plasma Nucleus is also like half the price, so it just depends on how much you can afford, I guess. Damage percentage is multiplicative, so it blows Crimson out of the water. Actually insane. Wacky. Very, very wacky. Boom, boom. Beat him up. Where did bro go? I was about to say, what in the world? Where is Lil Bro? Alright, there it is. Come here, boy. Alright. Nice. I hope they kind of like... I would like if they lower the amount of time that it takes for him to place the webs. He just instantly placed the webs. It'd be so much nicer. Instead of just sitting there immune and spinning around for a second, you know? God, what happens if you don't shoot the eggs? It spawns in like a little, his little summons or whatever, and they do damage, I think. Plus, it just takes longer. It's really the main reason. It just takes forever to kill the boss if you don't, because it takes 12 seconds to spawn those things, so every single one of those phases would be like 10 seconds longer. There it is. Get him. But yeah, it looks like if you do like with multiple people fighting the boss, then you can phase skip like pretty easily, which is interesting. So solo, it's a lot harder to do. I believe I did it before, but that might have been like Gauntlet of Contagion shenanigans. I don't know. Can we test if we can insta-kill duo? We can, but I need to fight him here because I don't one-tap with Recluse Fang on the flaming spiders. Did Wither Slayer yoink. Alright. Do warp. Hello there. Do this, do that. Cook him. Wait for it. 1, 2, 3. I'm glad they made it so they don't spawn like above in the walls. That would definitely be awkward. You only need 25 kills without Slayer weapon and Isle. I mean, 25 feels like a lot. I need 58 here, but there's way more spawns. And it kind of goes by pretty quickly because every spawn is a chance to spawn the minis. So I'm getting more minis than I would on Flaming Spider area. Boom. Did-oot. Did-oot. Yo. Do-do-do-do. Nice. Alright, here we go. I got the boss up here. Let's do this, this, and cook him. Where did he go? There he is. It did not work. Unfortunate. Rip the face skip. But that went by pretty quick. Where is he at? There he is. Ooh, yeah. He got real low right there. Boom. Where's he at? Where'd he go? How does he heal when we hit him? How does this work? Where is bro? There he is. Alright. Fancy. Man. Level 515 now is max 520. I think max is gonna be like 5. It should be 518 and a half or something. Like they added a little bit over a level. So it's not a ton. It always goes down to 250k, it never goes past that. Well, it goes down to 1k and then instantly heals back up. And it heals like 250k per second. So it's got like a limit to being able to get it past. But you can still do some fancy face skip stuff. It's kind of interesting. Can you tell me if Finnegan is mayor right now? He was minister yesterday. He should, yeah, he's still minister. But he is not mayor. It is Aatrox, which is kind of lit, actually. Good timing. I don't know how much longer is he mayor for, actually. We got another 9 hours, so I guess we better make the most of it. Get as many spawns up in here as we can. It's probably the strat. Boom, boom. Remember when someone found a bug with the Hex and got 1800 magical power? I do not. I like vaguely remember that. Vaguely? Very vaguely. And now without bugs we got that. You do go kind of crazy. It do go kind of crazy. I'd say the only like crazy thing we haven't really reached yet is how much damage Soul Eater used to do back in the day. Back in the day, you'd be out here getting bajillions of damage with a Soul Eater Livid Dagger. It was kind of crazy. People hitting integer limit damage with Soul Eater Livid Dagger. It was a little bit wacky. What if I already did Tarantula 9? Do I have to do more grinding? I mean, if you want the new items, then yeah, but... Or you can just buy them. You know, that's an option too. Goodness, that guy does some damage. But yeah, I mean, gotta get a T5 kill for SkyBlock XP, and then like there's the new items for Museum as well if you want to do that. But other than that, there's not like a ton. You don't gotta get to Slayer level 10 or anything. They haven't added that yet. I hope they do at some point, but they have not done it yet. Did you cook him? Do this, do that, do this. There we go. Does this thing actually help me out here? I don't know that. Wait, did my boss spawn somewhere else? I think it did. Or no. Wait, I just killed. Wait, I don't know. Whatever. As a child, killing my boss spawned his boss. My brain's not functioning. Get him. Alright, I don't know if I got Looshy on that. They die so fast. Felt like we just like face skipped, but I guess we just killed the 20 mil health one like instantly. Skeleton Pet was peak back in the day, dude. Good old days, man. Get him. I think I swapped the wrong weapon right there at the end, which is problematic. It's all good. Dude, I swear, it's just like Blaze Slayer, man. The little guys do more damage than the big boss. It's kind of wacky. It's a little bit wacky. Get him. There it is. Beat him up. Yo. Show me the money. Tarantula Silk. I mean, we're on 309 magical power. It's not the greatest I've ever had. But you know what? It could be worse. Could most certainly be worse. Do you have a rune on your term? I think so. I think I got a, yeah, I got a wake rune on there at the moment. Get him. Get him. Dang. Triple spawns. Go crazy. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, and perfect. Nice. Ah, yes, magical power indeed. Do 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 do. But yeah, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I'm liking it. It is kind of epic. I do got to make sure I sell that instantly whenever that happens. And can I stack gummy bears, or does it just do it for an hour after I'm done? I probably need to eat the mix-ins as well. You can? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Do 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 do. There's 4 hours worth. That should cover us. In theory. See how it goes. Gummy bears for spider. Yep. Hab tactics. Right. Isn't that how it works? I think. Pretty sure. Yeah. With smoldering polarization you gain. It is only on the Slayer weapon. So. That does stack though. So I should be getting like a crap ton of extra magic find on the Slayer weapon. I mean, in that case, I should just swap when he gets kind of low. I think that'd be the strat. Just beat him up with this in the meantime. Cook him with the claymore. Didoots, didoots. Boom. And then arrow spam. And then swap Tarantula thing. Let's see how much magic find we get with this. Excuse me. 244. Okay, that was worse than Day X. I don't think the magic find works. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it works from Hab Tactics, because I feel like I should definitely be getting more magic finds holding this thing. I don't know, maybe... I mean, I do have Chimera 2 on the Day X. So, that is a lot. I don't know. I guess Day X is probably just better. Since it's Chimera. But upgrade Bane Arthropod 6 with an item. Yes, that is true. That is true. Okay. Bonk, bonk. Boom, boom. Alright, have a good one, Sam. Appreciate you, bro. Do. Yoink, yoink. Do that, do that. T5 is out. It is here, dude. It is indeed right here. We're gonna spawn one in a second, eventually. There's a lot of people here, so it does take a little longer than I would prefer. But it's all good. I'm just gonna kill this guy quick. There we go. Alright. Where is bro? There he is. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Smack him around a little bit. He'll get used to it. 1, 2, 3. Why are you running? And now we beat him up. Goodness, man. He just evaporates. It's great. I'm trying to think what else I can do. Oh, yeah, I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. It's fine. That's the wrong guy. Why are you calling that guy? It's fine. Here we go. That should help a lot. Yay! Joy. Aren't you doing Crimson Isle just because I'm trying to use Tarantula Fang to spawn because it gives 60 combat wisdom against spiders and I only do 300k damage, so I'd be 2 tapping. Which, I mean, I could level it up a little bit. Maybe when I get the Sting, I can justify doing it there. But for right now, this is the best place to do it for me. For sure. I am going to need to get my hands on some more Tarantula Silk, though. At some point. Ding, ding. Get him. Alright. Boom. Nice. It's an ensnared snail. Yeah. The ensnared snail gives you up to level 7 on that. Tis a bit of a grind. Other than that, I mean, there's a lot of drops. There's definitely a lot of drops. See what we can do. Do that. No loot, unfortunate. Boom. Man's getting murked. Beat up this guy. Yay. That's a lot of damage. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Just trying to beat up the little guys, you know? I'm getting a lot of damage from something. I'm taking a lot of damage from something. I don't know whose man's this is, but he hurts. Doo-doo-doo-doot. There's a man's. Nice. But man, I've been looking for a reason to do Slayers for so long, dude. This is so nice. I probably can't justify doing it for too long. Like, I'll do it today. I'll probably do some tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I just go until I drop the stuff. At least one of each of the drops. That might be the strat. 'Cause I love me some Slayers, man. You know I love me some Slayers. Plus, if we can get the 300 mil drop real quick, you know. Primordial. How much these going for? 220 mil. Like, they're only 220 mil right now. That feels like not a lot. You know? That feels like not the most. Today's last day of Aatrox. Yep, we got 9 hours of Aatrox. So, definitely getting our grind done today is a good idea. I'm trying to think. What else can I set my RNG meter on? What else could I do up in here? Vials of Venom. I assume those give SkyBlock XP, which actually, that would give me a reason to do revs too, because they added the maggots or whatever. Here they are. I mean, they're only 4 mil though. I can wait a little bit. We'll get those at the end of the day, because they'll probably go down in price as time goes on, I imagine. Only thing this update that gives more magical power is magical, or is the Tarantula Ring upgrade? Yes. Yep. I don't think the T5 Rev added too much with magical power either, though. Like, I guess it added the legendary talisman there, whatever it is, the Reaper Orb, right? Is that it? But other than that, I don't know that it went too crazy. Where's my boss at? Here he is. What's up? Dude, we got like 3 bosses right here. What in the world? Where is bro? There he is. Hi. And there's another boss. Dude, they're everywhere. Get him. Get him. Come on first. Kill theirs next. Boom. Dang, I guess I didn't do enough damage to theirs. Feels bad, man. Kinda crazy. Try Tarantula Slayer for 10 minutes. It's so boring. Unskippable force phases like these are a bit mind-numbing. I imagine we're not a fan of Enderman Slayer then, because it reminds me a lot of Enderman Slayer. Personally. Yeah, I mean, Tarantula before was kinda crazy. Let's be real. I feel like it doesn't get more mind-numbing than one-tapping. To be honest, without even trying. Like, if you're one-tapping, like, Svens with, like, Rag Axe, Reaper Swap, like, at least doing some kind of shenanigans, that's one thing. But, like, literally just right-click once and the boss dies. Like, I feel like that's the most mind-numbing thing possible. Like, you're just spamming right-click, whether it's the boss or just a regular mob, they all die in the same amount of hits, so it's like, what's the point? You know? Do 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 do. Why not grinding on Crimson? Because I can't use Tarantula Fang on Crimson, because I don't want tap with this thing. I mean, I might could upgrade it a bit, but I think even then I wouldn't be one tapping. So it's faster for me to spawn here with that extra 60 combat wisdom than it would be if I went there. Which, what's the recipe for the necklace again? Or the gauntlet? What's the gauntlet? Right? I don't remember the name of it. Let's see. Where is it? Oh yeah, there's the mosquito pet too. I guess I should make that. Alright, let's see. I need a super enchanted egg and 7 fine amber gemstones. Let's see. Super enchanted egg. 1. And then fine amber. Boom. 7. Voila. And then we can do / recipe for mosquito. Boom. So there is the level 1 pet. I'm not going to equip him yet. I'm going to call Cat and see what it costs me to upgrade him, because hopefully it's not much. Hopefully. We'll see here in a second. What's it going to cost me? Another digested mosquito. Okay, well, I'm glad I have a decent amount of those on hand. I might have to buy another one, though, depending on what it costs to upgrade him. Because if it's going to cost me a digested mosquito every time to level this guy, that could get a little bit awkward. You know what? Let's just go to Hub and see if we can get our hands on some cat flowers in here as well. Because if it's going to go up in price every time, like imagine level 4, like getting up to legendary, is going to be like 4 mosquitoes. Like, that's a lot. That's a little bit much. What's it cost for level 2? It costs 2 to get him to rare. Oh, man. We might better buy some mosquitoes while they're cheap, low-key. Because those are going to go up in price real fast. Okay. There's that. Rare. Please, Gib. Thank you. What's it cost for 3? 4 to get him to... Oh, my goodness. Digested. Let's look on the auction house. 4, bro. 1. Dang. Someone... Is it Imagine Slayer's buying all these out in front of me? I don't doubt it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or is that the one I just bought? There we go. 4. All right. So there's that. Go ahead and do this again. It's going to take 3 days for that. I ain't waiting that long, dude. Goodness. How much does this one reduce it by? 5, 1, 2, 3. So we'll just take that. And give her 3 flowers. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay. Let's see. This is on the main server. Yes. Alright, so there's the epic. So pest vinyls are more effective, gain extra sugar cane fortune for each unique garden visitor you've served, plus some bonus pest chains is pretty cool. It could end up being... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. That's insane. Why? 8 mosquitoes. Goodness, bro. Holy cow. That is so much. 1. Nope. They're all getting sold before my very eyes. This is insane. 1. Nope. Sold. 2. Okay, there's 1. 2. Nope. Can I get any of these? No. Dude. This is wild. There's 2. There's 3. Bro, look at my purse. It's being drained so fast. It's actually absurd. 4. 5. 6. 7. And finally, 8. Wait for it. Finally, 8. There it is. Okay. Goodness, man. And that one's gonna be 5 days. Y'all know I ain't out here waiting 5 days. Y'all know it ain't happening. Boom. There we go. Holy cow. Take this. Alright, gimme. Legendary mosquito. Goodness. So his legendary ability, the primordial, is more likely to cocoon mobs. That is actually a really nice ability. Dang. But that gets us up to 516, 8% to 517. Currently 113th in the world. I think we can do a little bit better than that, though. But we got to get that pet leveled up big time for him to actually be somewhat helpful. Goodness, dude. Goodness. Mosquito is better if you're farming cane than slug. Okay, cool. Very cool, very cool. Let's see. Man, what do I do now? Oh, that was so expensive. I'm down to 14 mil, bro. I'm gonna have to cave and sell on some stuff. Gonna have to do it. If we're gonna get back into dungeons soon. I might even have to do it. Experiments? I could do experiments, that is true. I have not done experiments in a long time. But holy cow. That ability sucks. Why does farming pet have a combat ability? I mean, it is from the what's it called? It is literally from dude, why is my brain not functioning? From Tarantula Slayer. There we go. Where did that guy go? Wait, where is he? Huh? Where did he go? What the heck? That's not him, right? Where? What? Where did he go, dude? He just jumped and he vanished. That one's not mine. Here he is. What the heck, man? Alright. He just went to Narnia. Why? Why would you do this to me? That's messed up. I don't like it. Alright. And now we take him down. But yeah, I don't know. That, like, the ability is good. It's just, I don't know if anybody's really going to use it. Because you'd have to, like, lose out on your magic find swapping and stuff. If you're going to have just a slightly higher chance to cocoon the boss at the end of the fight. You know? Seems very not worth it. For sure. I just like Tarantula Slayer because my Slayers vanish and show up 20 meters away. Yeah, that part is a little annoying. It is a little bit annoying. But could be worse. Yo, what's good, Stinky Cat? How's it going, bro? It has been a minute. How you doing today, man? Still playing Skyblock, of course. The grind is real. Which, speaking of, we are playing the new Tarantula T5 boss. Just dropped like an hour ago. Just trying to get some of the new drops if we can. Would be quite epic. Ain't no way bro dropped a primordial already. That's crazy. He dropped one already. What happened to my RNG, bro? He's stealing my RNG instead of vice versa. What the crap, man? Get him. Okay, never mind. I was going to, but then he didn't turn into the 20 mil health guy. So, but yeah. Avoid reading my name. My fault. My fault. What in the world do I even want to know? I probably don't. Pro's ego is off the charts. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm just stating the facts, man. I'm RNG carried. My RNG's not working right now. What's going on? Do. Alright, there we go. Come here, boy. Bam, 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 bam. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Come on now. It's good, Unreal. How you doing today, bro? T5 good for money? Right now it seems pretty decent. The drops are going for a pretty good amount at the moment. But the problem is they are kind of rare. So it is a little dependent on that. Which we have a lot of meters saved up, so I can use that at some points. Dude, the poison from that guy is painful. It's a little bit painful. Not exactly a fan of him. He's the one with a lower health, but he deals a lot more damage than the other guy does. His poison is not fun to deal with. Only in dungeons. Outside of them, your RNG is disabled. Tell that to my 17th run alloy, bro. And my, like, 7, Bro, where did this guy go? My 7 overfluxes. Before 2 mil XP, before even 1.3 mil XP. And then my Warden Heart before Rev level 9. Like, I'm still RNG carried. You just only see it in dungeons now because I only run dungeons now. Bro, where did the boss go, man? What the heck? What is your deal? Dude. This guy, bro. He just be running for no reason. Sometimes. I swears it. Alright, there we go. RNG is disabled in Tarantula. I mean, I had pretty good luck with Tarantula too. It's just the luck didn't mean anything because nothing made money. Nothing was that rare at the time. So who knows? Oh dear, we let the minions spawn. That's not great. That's not ideal. Dayblade good for Tarantula. I'm just using it because of the magic finds. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Like, with Claymore, I do 1.3, and with Day, I do 800k. So it's not great compared to Claymore for sure, but it's not completely unusable either. Oh my goodness. Poison from that guy is insane. It's insane, man. Which, I mean, I do more damage against the boss here, so that was 1.9 with Dayblade. Versus if I hit him with Claymore, it's 2.1, which, I mean, that was first hit with Dayblade, so I can see again what I do with it in these next couple hits. Because I don't have, what was that? I can't even tell. 1.8. Yeah, I mean, it's only 300k less against the boss, which is when I'm actually using it. So, because I'm not using G-Drag except for the boss, so Dayblade with Tarantula Pet is going to be kind of cheeks. That does make sense. Not doing Tarantula too lazy. I'll wait till meter available. Fair enough. You got the eye? I did not. Slayer dropped it. I still got to get my hands on one. It's still got to happen. But it will happen eventually unless it doesn't, in which case it won't. Do. Are you doing profile check on update day? For real? For real? That's crazy. No. Oh, that is the wrong item. There we go. Got him. How difficult is T5? T4 still faster level up Slayer? No. They changed the T4. So T4 is slower as well than it was. So T5 is definitely the fastest way to level up. But it's not too bad for me because I got good Crimson gear. But I think without good Crimson gear, it's probably a lot worse because you got to deal with the bats then. With Crimson, the Crimson swipe just like insta-kills the bats most of the time. So I imagine if you're using something else, it's going to be a little bit more wacky. But, so T4 doesn't take magic damage anymore. Magic damage applies to most of the bosses. I think T4 and T5, only the first half of the fight though. So after the first half is over, they don't take magic damage. So once they're down to half their health, they are immune. Why not spawn out Isle? Because I can't use the Tarantula Fang there because I don't one-tap the Crimson Isle mobs with it. And I'm getting pretty quick spawns here anyways. So I believe it is still better. Because using Tarantula Fang here versus not using Tarantula Fang there, the 60 combat wisdom comes in kind of clutch. It comes in pretty clutch. There we go. Boom. Plus, some people will like spawn their minis and just leave them lying around, so I can just leech off of that a bit as well, which is pretty cool. The webs being bugged sometimes is not cool though. Is it like if somebody dies while the webs are going on? Yo, chill. Or how does that work? I don't know. But yeah, T4 takes mage damage, but only during the first half of the fight. So after the first half, dude, I'm dying to the minis. Like the poison from the minis is crazy. What the heck? That is wild. Dude, have you like taken any damage from... I take 0 damage, bro. If they shoot you once, then their poison does so much damage even after they're dead. Like it's not even the big mini, it's the little mini. The weak mini, the skeleton. He does so much damage for no reason. If you don't notice him for 2 seconds, it's just Jover. It's crazy. Guys, there's no way we're asking for profile reviews on update day, man. That's just insane. Look, I'm down to half health. I am down to half health. That's insane. How does that work? How does that work? Cowhead OP? Low key, it might be. It might be the strat. Did nice. Yo, what's good, Snow? How you doing today, bro? Spider still looks boring, not gonna lie. I mean, I definitely think it's more entertaining than it was. For sure. It's an actual fight now. You know? There's actual phases and good drops, you know? Like before you would just do Spider Slayer because you could one-tap everything with one piece of hype, but I mean, bullying it into not being able to attack back. I mean, you do the same thing to E-Man, bro. Like, let's be real. None of the Slayers, after a certain point, are really that, like, hard to do. But it does require using your brain. Yeah, see, like, that time it did no damage because I insta-killed it. But sometimes, bro, be out here doing half my health in a hit. I don't understand. Like, see? Now I'm down. The 2 of them spawned back to back and I got down to half health. That's insane. That's crazy. I don't understand how that works, but whatever. It's fine. If only you could phase skip with E-Man. Crazy. People already have the primordial. Yeah. Some people out here with goated RNG. Also, I think there was a bug where you could actually select it in RNG meter. For a little bit, from what I've heard, that was the case for a little while. Let's see. I should have the loot. I'm out of flint now. I should have the loot required to make one piece of primordial gear. Should I make the helmet? I doubt it's going to be better. I don't think it's better than Warden or anything, but could go kind of crazy. It could go kind of crazy. Thankfully, I'm already trained to 9 out of 3 mosquito. The new mosquito pet needs so many mosquitoes. It's actually absurd. You need 1 to craft it, 1 to upgrade it to uncommon, so that's 2 total. 2 to upgrade it to rare, so that's 4. 4 to upgrade it to epic, so that's 8. And then another 8 to upgrade it to legendary. So it's 16 total digested mosquitoes to get a legendary mosquito pet. It's kind of crazy. It's a little bit insanity. Should I swap to... Hold up, let me change my auto pet rules. We're gonna equip my level 171 G-Dragon, try and get him leveled up. And since we're doing that, I don't know, I guess I can leave him on for XP sharing for now. And then we'll swap it over to the mosquito. I gotta get that dude to level 100. Which, I mean, actually, hold up. I do still have a couple Caduceus feeder things. So, let's see. Where's Mosquito? He'll be all the way back here. 1, and he's up to level 72. Offer it. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, and then we can swap back to Tarantula. Cool. I don't know. I don't think Mosquito Pet is honestly that crazy. It's so wacky that he's a farming pet. Like, I get it. It's a mosquito, like the pest, you know. But like having 2/3 of his perks be about farming and then the last perk is about combat is very strange. It is kind of weird. I'm gonna be real. Ain't nobody out here farming sugarcane to spawn tarantula bosses, you know? Like, if that was a mechanic or something, then okay, sure, go crazy. But it's not. I don't know. It's a little wacky. It is a little bit wacky. But who knows, man? Do. Nice. Mosquito isn't even good at all and will probably never get used unless the perks get changed. It's not good as a farming pet or combat. I don't know, man. I don't know. He is a little wacky. I don't know how much bonus pest chance he gives. Let me look at what he's at now at level 72. Because, like, that is a decent chunk of bonus pest chance. Right? I mean, that is a lot. 28.8. Whereas Slug gives 33 with the brown bandana on. So, I mean, that is a lot of bonus pest chance. He might be very good for spawning pests. He might beat Slug now. With brown bandana on, I assume he will. He definitely will. Yeah, that, I mean, that alone is pretty decent. But yeah, how to make money with Tarantula Slayer? Just do it, pretty much. Do it and sell things. That's like, there's not really any crazy things you can do. I mean, the more magic find, the better, of course. But like, it's pretty simple. Slug also had, oh yeah, the plus 40 from perk. I was just looking at base stats. All right, well, never mind then. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. It happens. Catalyst. All right, cool. So that's 2 of those now. I'm gonna need to buy some more silk. Ugh. I need so much stuff, dude. So much stuff. Ay. Dearest on the auction house, is it soulbound? I mean, you can put it in a museum, so I imagine most of the people that can afford it are putting it in a museum. But it's really the problem with me not being able to type, first off. It does need a lot of shriveled wasps as well. So 3 shriveled wasps. And, I mean, there's a decent amount of them on the auction house, but that's, yeah, it's like a 120 mil item right now. Not counting the other stuff, so it's probably like a 250 mil item, to be honest. Something like that. Mercs. So it's a decent chunk. Is this alpha? Nope, this is main server. Yo, what's good, Lord Elmo? How's it going, bro? What's up, Sayo? I hope I didn't butcher your name too terribly, but I probably did, per usual. Do. Incomplete L update. Why didn't they wait for what? What is incomplete? Boom, boom. Got him. Except that the sting does no damage. Other than that, I don't know how they haven't fixed that part. Lose half my health to the skeleton. It takes 12 hits. I don't know what to tell you, man. It hurts. I don't know what to tell you. I got max magical power out here. I'm running Infernal Crimson with a Warden Helmet, and I'm taking a lot of damage from it sometimes. Like, it doesn't always do that. It's just sometimes it hurts, and I don't know why. Mod pack revealed. Dude, right shift. Profiles. Search. 2B. Bang. You don't gotta spam. I will get to the questions eventually. Is it good for money? It's pretty good if you got good RNG. But yeah, see, like, look at that. That's insane. Got 82,000 effective health. What am I at? Combat stats. I'm at 85,000. Like, I don't know what to tell you. He does damage. Boom. Alright. Yo, W Man's in the game chat. Crazy IGN though. I found a cheese. I like, what is it? Just like doing the base skips, because I've seen shenanigans with that for sure. I have done shenanigans with that. Smacked. Very cool. Live on main server it is. Scorpion foil doesn't line up yet for weapons. Yeah, they did say that. That is a little odd. It is a bit odd. I mean, this thing's not totally useless. It is good for spawning faster. But it would be nice if it was actually good for damage. That is true. That is true. Do. Slowly mod pack reveal. Dude, I literally just showed you the link to download the whole thing. I don't know what else you want from me. Do. How good is it for money exactly? I mean, it's hard to say because the prices are dropping as we speak. It's literally been out for less than an hour and a half. So, like, the prices are not set. But, and I'm also not selling anything because I need all the stuff to make the new stuff. So, you know. Why is Tarantula dropping a wasp when there's a wasp that uses spiders to give birth and the baby wasp eats the spider alive? Bro, what in the world? Kind of shenanigans. Did bro just Google? Who knows, man? Because this guy is stronger than that wasp. And he ate that wasp. And so then, when you kill him, you find the wasp. There you go. Bat phone's not a rusty. / recipe bat, if I could spell. There you go. Bat phone, voila. There's the recipe. I don't know what collection it is, and it's probably like Sven collection or something. Enchanted iron, enchanted redstone, enchanted copper. Boom. What did I just join to? That's a great question. I have no idea. Doo-doo. But yeah, the new RNG drops going for a lot. I mean, when I first started, it was going for like, it's 235 mil now. It was going for over 300 mil when I first logged in today, which is kind of crazy. Boom. But it's also kind of crazy that so many people have dropped them. That part is also a little bit wacky. Any reason to do this update on Iron Man besides SkyBlock XP? The Primordial Bell is really good. It helps with Slayer spawns quite a lot. So that would be the main reason to do it if you're trying to do other Slayers in the future and you want to get faster progress on that. Then getting Primordial is going to be helpful. Nice. Maybe he only does damage like while there's a Slayer boss spawn that I've dealt damage to, because the Slayer bosses reduce how much incoming healing you get. That might be the case. That might be why I take so much damage sometimes and sometimes I don't. That is probably how it works. If I had to bet. That's probably what's happening. Where to buy Warden Helmet is only for Slayers. So Warden Helmet is good for pretty much every Slayer. If you get Crimson Armor with it, of course, it's going to be good for everything. And then it's also good for Kudra, because you use it with Terror Helmet, generally. So it does have other uses for sure. Boom. But yeah, those are the main two. It's like Slayers and Kudra at the moment. That's the main two uses in the game. Hello there. Get him. Cook him. There we go. That bat was body blocking right there. That was crazy. Crazy. Aren't you using Flaming Spider spawn? Because I can't use my Tarantula Fang on those. Tarantula Fang gives 60 combat wisdom. And I do not do enough damage with it to one-tap Flaming Spiders. So it's better for me to just spawn in here. Ooh, yo. Vial of Venom dropped. Let's go. So consume this item to permanently gain +1 crit damage. I think this gives Skywalk XP. Yeah, we got 2 Skywalk XP for that. So we're now 10% to 517. Let's go. 106 in the world. Yo, we are moving up, ladies and gentlemen. But that's our first crazy rare drop of the update. Let's go. At least of the new drops. I did technically drop the Bane of Arthropod 6 earlier, but I feel like that's not a crazy rare drop, right? Surely? It doesn't feel like one. I don't know. I like the background music. Where do you get it from? There's links in the description if you guys are enjoying the background music. I wrote it myself. You can look up To Be Determined as well on whatever music platform that you listen on. It should be on everything. Shout out to Odie the Goaty. Let's go. How to select the mod pack. Right shift. Profiles. Search. 2B. Download. And if you need to like look back at it, you can rewind the stream. That is the perk of YouTube, is you can rewind the stream. Smile. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Yay. Get him. Alright. No loot that time, Sag. But hey, that 1 extra crit damage goes crazy. I totally did that boss faster because of that. Max MP 1865. I think so. Yep, 1865. Yes, sir. To be with passive aggression. I mean, he's asked me twice, man. I don't know what else to say. I showed it 2 times. That's the 3rd time I've showed the same person in the last, like, half hour. I don't know what else to do. Do 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 do. Get him. All right. Yay. What else we got? 1, 2, 3. Cook him. Remember in your first C5 alpha video, you were jumping and hitting eggs like a noob, but you couldn't use arrows at that point, you noob. That was what everyone was doing. SMH. Alright. What's minimal gear requirement for the new boss? That's a good question. I don't know. I do not know. It's kind of a trial and error thing. I imagine you can probably do it with Necron. Maybe. Should be able to do it with Necron. I don't know about Shadow Assassin, though. Shadow Assassin would be kind of iffy, depending on the weapon you're using. I mean, Dayax goes crazy. I'd say if you don't have a G-Drag, you might struggle. Tiger Pet is probably doable. Probably doable with, like, a Shadow Fury. Maybe a Livid Dagger. It's a big maybe, though. That is a pretty big maybe. It's going to depend a lot on magical power and just how much healing you have at base. I think Revenant level 8 is probably pretty helpful for this. E-Man Pet for boss? For this boss, definitely not. I mean, Tarantula Pet is probably pretty good too, right? Because it increases the amount of healing you get. So Tarantula Pet would be a valid option, I imagine. Dropped to Alloy earlier. Dang, man is cooking. Let's go. Respect. But best sword for it? I mean, Claymore is definitely the best option. But if you don't have access to that, then, you know, Shadow Fury is pretty good. Giant Sword also is very strong. You do want a short bow of some sort, though. I mean, you can use a dragon short bow. Works fine. You know, any short bow. Definitely got to have something, though. Got him. I have 6 bill coins, but I don't know what to buy. I don't have gear, only skins. Let's see. Give me a second to beat this guy up. Boom. Nice. I want to get back into playing, though. Should I just buy Max Necron and Hype and G-Drag? I mean, if you're trying to do dungeons, then that's valid. But I would get Terminator before you get Hype. For sure. Yo. 333 Magic Find is pretty cool. I gotta say. It is pretty cool. Boom. Boom. Nice. That's legitness. For all around progression, I'm only 342. Okay, yeah, I mean, definitely go for turn before Hype then. Turn before Hype, I mean, again, if you're gonna do dungeons, Necron is good. For sure. But yeah, I mean, it's not meta outside of dungeons, but it is still good outside of dungeons. If you don't have access to Crimson, then yeah, it's still going to be very, very strong. But yeah, I would go Necron, Terminator, G-Drag, maybe some magical power, honestly, before you go for Hype. If you don't have like 1,000 magical power, I would get at least 1,000 magical power, and then go for Hype. Boom, boom. Nice. Show me the money. High Crimson's enough? It should be enough to be better than Necron, yeah. I would think so. Thought Hype was still best in slot for anything. I mean, the thing about Hype is it's very good. But, like, the list of things that you actually make money with it for using it is kind of slim. At least by itself. Like, it's still very strong, like, as a healing item. But that's the main thing that people use it for now. Like, you see, I'm using it as a healing item right now. But why am I hitting it with the wrong weapon? It's just not that good for most things by itself. Like, you can do T1 Kudra with it, and that's about it. Like, you don't need a term for T1 Kudra. For most of the other money methods that you would use Hype for, like anything past T2 Kudra, T3 and above, you need a Terminator. Unless you're stunning, you can probably get away without a Terminator if you're the stunner. But other than that, you need a term. For Master Mode, you definitely need a term. Like, it's So, very short list of things. Before you could do Tarantula Slayer with just Hype. But now you gotta have a short bow of some kind and a melee weapon. So, like, Hype is still very good, but it is not that useful for making money. It's just QOL for things that you can already do for the most part. It just makes things easier. Because the healing is kind of busted on it. It is a very good healing weapon. They fixed Hina's Fish the Fish quest. I didn't know that was bugged. I did hear of a couple people dropping it and not counting. I don't know how that happened, to be honest. But that only happened to a couple people that I know of. It worked first time for everybody else. So I don't know. Am I cooked for having a Juju bow at level 52? Maybe. Probably. Probably slightly cooked, just a little bit. Nice. Yay. Happened to me too. I don't know what like has to happen for that to like what conditions have to be met for it to bug out, because it's got to be very specific. Need an expensive setup for Tarantula T5? I mean, not crazy expensive, but yeah, need a pretty decent setup, I would say, to be able to handle it well, at least. Like, you can probably do it with like Necron armor and a giant sword and like Tarantula pet. But I would recommend having at least 750 magical power. 1,000 would be nice. Would definitely be nice. And I don't know if you can do it with Necron if you don't have a Warden helmet. Probably be alright. Dude, why does he do so much damage randomly? I don't understand. I don't get it. So you hitting headshots? Like, what's going on? I'm not doing it on Crimson Isle because I don't one tap with Tarantula Fang, and that 60 combat wisdom here is better than not having 60 combat wisdom there. So this is better for me. Hi there. Moving on. Although there are a lot of people in this lobby and I might need to swap. It might have to happen. How many mob kills did it take you to get Mob the Fish? I do not know. The first time I got it, it wasn't too bad. Because I was maxing out Chill Bestiary when I got it. But that was before Hina's Chapters got added. So I had to drop it again after that. Which I got it from fishing. If you kill somebody else's mobs, then it's still... And, like, they drop it, but you're the one who killed it when they dropped it, then it counts for you, and it won't count for them. So it was helpful for that. Because I had a group of people helping me do that. So that was really nice. For sure. Ugh, all the spawns are gone. I'm gonna need a lobby swap. It's gonna have to happen. It's gonna have to happen. Really just a hobby or is a career you want to explore in the future? I'm not sure at this point. I definitely would like to do more musical stuff. If I get to a point where like I can, like right now, SkyBlock takes a lot of time. It takes up a lot of my time. But if I get to a point where I can you know, like afford to pay an editor and I don't have to spend so much time editing and doing all that stuff, then that would definitely be nice to be able to do music as Shriveled Wasp, let's go. Second of the new RNG drops. Now what can I use this for? The Shriveled Bracelet. I think that's our best option. Like, you need 2 of them for the Primordial as well, and then 4 of them for the Sting. But this thing gives 10 Magic Find and 5 Combat Wisdom. So I kind of need it. Let's get the Soul String up in here. So I need 2 stacks of this. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Boom. The Shriveled Bracelet. Now, does this go in Museum? I'm not sure. I think it does. Let's see. Shriveled Bracelet. Yes, it does. Okay. So there's a new museum item. It's going to cost all of my money to upgrade this thing. Do I really need to... I think I'm not going to recom it. I don't think I need to do that. I'll put the Reforge on it. We'll get strengthened on there. But I don't think I really need to recom it. I think I can get away without doing that. So I really shouldn't have recommed this Molten Bracelet earlier. I have regrets, but it's fine. So that'll give us some extra magic fine, some extra combat wisdom. Should be getting faster spawns that way. That'll be nice. That'll be real nice. But actually, and that puts us 16% to 517. Hopefully a little closer to the top 100 again, but we are cooking. We are cooking today. Big time. Big cookage going on. Let's go to Arachne. Continue the grinds. Somebody spawning Arachnes in this lobby? That's kind of wacky. That's a little bit wacky. Look at this dude. Oh, is that's a T3. Whoops. Heck W. My fault. Primordial is not better than Crimson. It got nerfed. I'm not talking about the armor. For me personally. Oh, are you asking? Oh, somebody else in the chat was talking about it. Comprendo. My fault. Yeah, the belt is still goated. For sure. But yeah, the armor got nerfed. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. From what I hear, it was kind of crazy before. I never actually saw how goated it was. But I heard things through the grapevine. Alright, appreciate you, Fred. But I hope you're having a great day, man. Arachne on Tarantula T5 update day is wild, legit. Yeah, I heard it was multiplicative damage. It's kind of crazy. You know what else is crazy? Is that they fixed that and they didn't fix the sting. But anyways. Boom, boom. Just moving on up. Cook them all. No loop. Sag. Alright, well that Shriveled Wasp was a big thing. That was 30 mil item right there. So the fact that we dropped that is a pretty big deal. More crazy they didn't fix Lifeline. Wild. Primordial on beta could one-shot T4 you, man. Yeah, that's what I heard. Mad tings. Have they released patch notes? Yes, they are in the pinned comment at the top of the chat. But Tarantula does not take magic damage anymore now. Not no mo. Like T3 and below you can still use magic damage on for the whole fight, but... Bro, oh, okay, I see. Like, that's crazy. Why did I kill him right then? That's crazy. I didn't notice he was there, and he just... Like, look at my health right now. It's still going down, and I died already. That's wild. The jockeys are insane. Got the Primordial and have some notes from it. Yo. I definitely think the belt is going to be epic. I am looking forward to that. I used to have a main account, so I got ratted, but I transferred everything to all my main. Was this close to a tournament high, but then I got ratted and lost all progress. Bruh. Unfortunate. Getting ratted is super fun. For real, for real. Good times. Drop the catalyst. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna need a good chunk of those. Get them. 1, 2, 3. Get them. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Get them. Cook them. Dead. Alright, we'll take it. We will take it. Bosses that you cocoon, bug, sky handy, of course, and doesn't work with auto pet. Oh, it doesn't work with auto pet. That is wacky. So you need like a fishing rod auto pet rule until they fix it, probably. That is very wacky. Bro, the jockeys hurt so much. I don't like them, Sam I am. I don't know why. They deal so much damage randomly. They're not fun. Why can't I select new RNG drops in the meter? Because they didn't want the market getting flooded, so they disabled it for the new drops. For most of the new drops. If it's droppable from T4 and below, then you can RNG meter it. But if it's T5 only, then you gotta wait a little bit. I don't know when they'll enable it, but hopefully not for too long. We will see though. Okay. Fair enough. Bro dropped a wasp as well. GG. Finished sorting my black backpacks out English. And it's actually organized and clean. It didn't take me, totally didn't take me an hour. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I took some time to clean out some of mine so I could have room for them. For all the Kudra drops and stuff that I needed to salvage when the update dropped for forging. So that took a little bit. Seems a bit weird to do in my opinion. It's gonna get flooded eventually, yeah, but when it gets added, it'll get flooded eventually. But it does mean that if you drop something today, that it's actually worth something, which is kind of nice. You know, it does still give like the day one update vibes of, yo, there's a crazy new RNG drop. Let's go and try and drop it. You know, because if it was just like the market was flooded with them on day one, then they'd only be like 100 mil and everyone would just buy it instead of trying to drop it, which would be sad. Boom, boom. So I get why they're doing it. It does make the update day more fun, but they just add the RNG meter. Yeah, when they add the RNG meter in, it's gonna be better for most people to just wait. Unless you got goated magic finds. Doo-doo. Mercs. Nice. Beautimus. If people actually will buy, I would think most would just wait it out though. Yeah, most people will just wait it out. But for those of us that want to play on day one and get that RNG drop rush, you know, then it's fun. So I'm having a good time with it. Boom. But yeah, once they add that in, I'll probably buy most of the things that I need. Although again, I am broke right now. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing, to be honest. Like, I can, when I get back into dungeons, I can just spend a little bit of my bank if I have to. It's not the worst thing that could happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not the absolute worst option. Where did bro go? There he is. Hi. I didn't mean to hit you, sir. I'm gonna need to buy some new things, though. How many things do I have here? Okay, so I have 2 catalysts. I think I just need 2 more. You need 1 or 4 for the whole armor set. And I've already got the other 2 drops that you need it for. So, I just need 2 more catalysts and then we can make the armor set. And, although I probably can't actually make the armor set because I'm broke. You know how that goes. Be gone. Habanero still bug 2, is it? Half people saying no, half people saying yes. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. 407 magic find on Warden Heart. Dang, bro. And that's without Hab. That's wild. It's a quick way to level hunting. Ghost grinding or Glaciite mob grinding is pretty solid still. Those are still very good. It works sometimes. Wacky. Very, very wacky. Should I get back into farming potatoes to make money? I mean, potatoes aren't too bad. I think melons is usually better. At least if you're selling to NPC. Maybe if you're not selling to NPC, potatoes is still better. I don't know. But it's not a bad money method. Very consistent. So can't go wrong with that. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. Somebody's spawning things. So we dropped two drops so far. We got a vial, and we got one of the wasps. I could also go and do some revs at some point, and I probably will do that just to try and level my Gregory. It's probably what I'll do. Where is bro? There he is. Hi. There it is. We're getting our voracious spider shards, which is cool, I guess. I don't need those in the slightest. But shards do be shards. And I still gotta buy so many shards. 2 billion coins worth of shards I still gotta get. Isn't that crazy? My net worth is going so far down every time I buy things. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad, man. For what I can tell, Primordial is a little too slow on the respawn. For like, for the belt. The cocoonage. Makes sense. 1, 2, 3. Nice. How many max attributes you got? 158 right now. Bam, 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 bam. I don't think you only need 2 bill. I mean, most of them are pretty cheap. Except for the Starborn one. Starborn one is like 1.2 bill by itself, but then most of the other ones are like 100 mil or less. Dude, can you stop dashing? It might be like, it might be 2.2 bill or something, but it shouldn't be like more than 2.5 billion. But anywho, do to our 400 mil ones. Which ones? Because I might have them done already. Maybe. When you do revs, come watch me. Is that the strat? Is that the meta? Yo, what's good, Janky? How's it going, bro? Let me kill the bats. Get them out of here. 1, 2, 3. They removed all cheese spots in the end. That's awkward. Kind of valid, but awkward. RIP E-Man carriers. How's that gonna work now? How will that work is the question. Alright, that was quick. Do. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Do. Yeah, I mean, cheese spots are kind of cheese. So it makes sense that they'd remove them. It's just, as always, why did they wait so long? Like, those spots have been in the game for years now. Like, if they remove something after it's been out for a week, you know, that's one thing. But after it's been discovered for a week. But I understand why people get so annoyed when they remove things when they've been in the game for literally years before they remove it. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit odd. Bro, this guy's trying to body block again. These bats, man. They're trying to save them all. Is bouncy arrows meta? For primordial bats too. Like if you hit the bat and then it bounces to another bat. Is that the strat? That all rhymes. Let's go. Cookage. Alright. Let's see. I am stuck. I need to drop this eye, bro. The good thing about the eye is it's like Warden Heart, so you drop one and you're done. But dropping one might be difficult. I might have to RNG meter this thing. Who knows? It might have to happen. How to kill the bats mid game? I mean, you can shoot them, or you can just kill them with left click on a weapon, or you can try and use the what's it called? Bouquet of Lies or something, but that costs health to use, so if you're struggling with survivability, then probably can't do that. But yeah, I mean, just shooting them with a bow, left clicking them with a sword. That's about the only options. This isn't even my boss. I'm just carrying this dude's boss. That's crazy. Oh well. I thought this was my boss spawn. There's my boss spawn. What's up, dude? Diddy, diddy, diddy. Someone says Jinx voodoo doll on this thing. Would that work? That would be interesting. I do have one chilling in a backpack. I think he's in my backpack. Hold up. Yo, red name. Poggers. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, can I like... Didn't seem like it did anything. I didn't see any damage numbers. Yo, nice. Kyle, how's it going, bro? GG. Better to do it in Spider's Den or Burning Desert? Depends. I think if you have a Sting, Burning Desert's probably better. But I'm doing it in Spider's Den because I can't one-tap with the Tarantula Fang. And it gives 60 combat wisdom, so... I think for me personally, it's faster to spawn in here. I get so many XP numbers from all these kills. Plus, desert in most lobbies I went to is pretty contested. So that was a little bit yikes. Yay. 1, 2, 3. 1. Where is bro? Hate when they jump around so much. That part I do not care for. Cooked. Yo! Another vial of venom. Let's go. That's 2 out of 5. 2 more Skyblock XP. Puts us 18% to 517. Let's go. Nice. Very, very nice. You'll love to see it. Oh, Nightbot got matched. What armor set can I use other than Crimson? You can try Necron. Would be second best. I don't know if Shadow Assassin is going to cover it, though. Where mine? I drank it already. Sorry. My fault. My bad, coach. Alright, this dude. Here we go. Heard chaining with E-Man and E-Man carrying. What are they? They remove the cheese spots for E-Man Slayer. So, good luck with that. If you're trying to get E-Man carries or if you carry an E-Man. I'm sure there will be something new discovered. There always is. But, who knows how long it'll take to get figured out. There's another catalyst. So that's 3 out of 4 now. Just need a couple more. Also, I'm gonna have to sell some stuff. It's gonna have to happen. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to do it. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to do it. I think I'm gonna have to sell some Apexes. Or really, I should sell Vertexes, probably. Sell a couple Vertexes. A stack or 2 to make it happen. Cash in on my investments, you know. So low. Do. I got Apex from T10. Wait, what? Oh, nice. GG. Yeah, I think my T10's dropped one as well. I've got a T10 and a T11. I think they've both dropped them at this point. Boom. Nice. So I can melee carry in Crimson like before. Like, that should be fine. It's just normally whenever you carry, you have somebody standing in a cheese spot where they can't get hit. So now whoever you're carrying for is going to have to, like, run around or find somewhere else to hide. That's the predicament. Pestering Maggot is from Revs 2. Yep, I got to get that. How much are those going for? Yikes, they're still pricey. Predictably so. Yeah, this is the main server. It is on the main server. Do I need Slayer Weapon for Tarantula? I have Chimera 3 minus. That will work. That will work, yeah. Main reason you want a Slayer Weapon is for spawning him in, because it gives extra combat wisdom. So the Slayer Weapons are still good for spawning him in. But aside from that, yeah, having a different weapon works much better. Yeah, I don't think that did anything, to be honest with ya. Wonder if Ice Spray would work. Thoughts? Could try it. Boom, boom. Let's see. Where is my Ice Spray? Probably have it in here. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Try some shenanigans, because why not? Grinding for the mosquito bow? No, I already have one. I am currently trying to get the primordial belt and also all the vials of poison. And then I also need to make the sting, which is the new best spawning weapon, at least, for Tarantula, which I don't know if it's actually even better than this thing. As far as, yeah, actual combat wisdom, it's the same as it was on Alpha. But it does more damage, so I might could use it for flaming spiders and get away with that. Maybe. Big maybe. But maybe. Alright, let me remember to Ice Spray this dude before he gets down to half health. Boom. Yeah, it doesn't seem to help that much, to be honest. Kinda mid, Loki. Low-key, kinda mid. Might help with second phase a bit more. Maybe. Why can't I sell this travel scroll? 4K. Dedoot. Bam. Bro, trying to flex the res strats. That was happening here. Wait, what? I'm confusion. What word is necromancer replacing? I'm very confused. Nice. Like Yeti sword and necromancer armor? I doubt it. Mainly because the boss is immune to magic damage after he gets down to half health. And left click on Yeti sword, I don't think is that great. So I doubt it. Maybe the left click is goated, but I don't think so. Diddy. Server will restart soon. Game update. What are they doing? That is the question. Boom, boom. Maybe Sting will be goated now. Maybe. Get him. Alright, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. Spin T5 for real. Yeah, they're just going to add them all in one at a time. Give us an hour to play the last one, then surprise. Let's go. Alright. Beat them up. Yay. Yep, there's a game update. I don't know how to feel about that. What kind of shenanigans are they pulling right now? What's minimum damage for it? I don't know, dude. It's probably more survivability than damage for most people. But I don't know, man. This is my first time trying it out, and it just got added, and I cannot go back to a lower level and try it out. So I have no clue what it is like at a lower level. Having our tactics fixed? Apparently sometimes. Sometimes it's fine and sometimes it's not. I don't know. It's good sometimes, and then sometimes it's still bugged. I don't know if some lobbies just aren't updated and that's what it is, or what. Very wacky. Is update already here? Yes, sir. Patch notes in the pinned comment. Do. Nether spawns like triple as fast. It do not, though. I have been there. It do not. Bam, bam. How can it be that hard to fix? It's gotta be just, like, a small thing, I would think. Just a little calculation. But who knows? Sorry, like that, working on some drops? Okay. Well then. Who knows, man? Do. Trash. I need to get some... How much is half a stack of flint? If I could spell, I would know. Half a stack of flint. 32 is 170k versus... Tarantula silk. I mean... Could be helpful. Can you show mosquito healing abilities? I don't take any damage, so not really. Pretty much. I mean, I take damage from the mini boss a little bit, but that's about it. But I mean, it does 19 shoot an arrow. The shot deals plus 19% damage and heals you for double the mana spent. Costs 11% of your mana. So just depends on how much mana you use, pretty much. So if you got a bunch of mana, it can heal by a lot. For sure. Been farming RNG meter these past few days. Yeah, it's... While Aatrox has been here, it goes by like a breeze. It's kind of crazy. Do. Nice. And then there was one. And he was dead. And he dropped nothing. And I cried. Anyways. How'd you break the eggs? I tried with charm, but they seem to not break with arrows. They break with arrows. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm just shooting it with term, nothing special. Basic arrows. When it was first on alpha, it didn't do that. But the second alpha that they opened, they changed it so arrows work. And now that it's on the main server, it works here too. It is legitness. Do bouncy or explosive arrows do better on the eggs? I don't think so, because I was using bouncy earlier and it didn't work. I have not tried explosive though, so explosive could go crazy. Quite possibly. Where is bro? Hi. He's got to have like a couple set spawn points that he goes to whenever you deal enough damage, I think. Couple set ones throughout the map, because he always ends up in like the same spot, I swear. Did he? Maybe not though. Merked. Do. Alright, take them all down. That should do it. Bro, that guy in particular, I don't like him. Not a fan. He's gonna spawn that guy's boss too, probably. He's gonna be like, where in the world did spawn it? Did he? Did I call it, or did I call it? Boom. Alright. Beat him up. Just kill both bosses, because why not? It's all for the memes. Do. Okay. Do that. Boom. And spawn in my boss. Sounds pretty legitness to me. Or not spawn in my boss, but at least get some XP for my boss from that. What? I'll do it. I have to get the final hit for it to count. I forgot about that. Oh, and now I can't teleport. Epic. Epic pro gamer moves. Sad. Whew. Gotta go have fun on stream. All right, appreciate you, Jeremy. Have a good one, bro. Didn't know your Twitch chat for this low compared to YouTube chat. Yeah, it is what it is. I blame the Twitch algorithm. And that I can't have a thumbnail. If I could have a thumbnail on Twitch, go crazy, dude. Go crazy. Are you liking the Slayer? Is it easy? Yeah, it's not too bad for me. I don't know if you're not using Crimson Armor. I imagine it's a bit tougher. I imagine it's a lot tougher. But it's not too bad for me. It is quite fun. Doo-doot. Hello there, sir. Shoot the eggs. Eggs are dead. Aw, man. Thought our face skipped. Would have been cool. Alright. Get him. Drop the thing. That's not the thing I was talking about, but oh well. It is what it is. Boom, 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 boom. Can you add audio track? What do you mean? No comprendo. Do 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 do. I mean, I can turn the sound up a little bit if that's what you're asking, like the game sound. It's easy, yeah. I think if you've got Crimson, it's pretty easy. I don't know if you're running like Necron and a Shadow Fury or something like that, how it works, but it do go by pretty chill. It do seem pretty chill. Alright, let's get this dude. Man got murked, holy. That is like so satisfying to see him just go down to 1 HP for no reason. It's like just instantly. 1, 2, 3. Murk him. He's gonna fall and he can't get up. He didn't die to fall damage. How dare you? The nerve. Why'd you call out my setup? My fault. Is it working though? How's that setup going? Is it like pretty easy? Are we taking too much damage, or how does it go? Boom. But yeah. The boss be doable with Hot Crimson, Giant Sword, and G-Drag? Oh yeah, should be fine. Should be fine. I would think. Like, if you've got a G-Drag, it should be a breeze pretty much. Like that. Just makes it so chill. Like, I'm using a level 170 G-Drag right now, so I can kinda... I'm getting less damage than if I was using my level 200 one. Just because I'm trying to level it. Because he's almost level 172. Almost there. Boom. Where is bro? There he is. Hi. Shout out to the game chat gamers. Claymore and G-Drag fine? Oh yeah, Claymore goes crazy. Claymore's best option, I would say, other than like Midas Sword. 250 mil Midas. But they're both pretty comparable. I'm just using Dayblade because I want the extra magic finds personally. So that does go kind of crazy. But yeah. How's Tarantula Slayer? I'm enjoying it. I definitely think Sting needs a buff for sure. I'm pretty sure it's, again, still pretty sure it's bugged, but that being fixed would be a big deal. Other than that, what else were people talking about? Scorpion Foil. Yeah, they said Scorpion Foil was going to be used in the recipe for the Sting, and it is not. So I don't know when or if that's happening. So that is kind of yikes. But other than that, it's pretty lit. It's lit. Does mirror term is shooting faster? Seems the same to me. I mean, if you're using like a different pet that gives better attack speed or something, might be helpful. But might be what's causing it. But shooting normal speed for me. There we go. Necron versus Crimson. I mean, of course Crimson's going to be better. 100%. Just depends on what level of Crimson you're using, though. Because, like, base Crimson, Necron should still be better. For straight up damage, but the Crimson swipe does kill the bats, which makes the fight go by. I mean, it doesn't actually speed up the fight or anything, it just makes it a little easier, so struggling with that, then that could be stronger. Boom. We're at, dang, we've gotten like over 100,000 RNG meter already, which, I mean, it's been 2 hours, to be fair. We have been grinding it for a little bit, which, actually, I haven't finished my breakfast yet. I got the most healthy breakfast out here. Goes crazy. Not a hashtag ad, but you know how it is. I do need to buy some things. If I can drop this last catalyst, I'll buy all the stuff I need for the primordial armor. That's the plan. But this last catalyst is taking its sweet time, dude. It is taking its sweet time. Was shot cooldown for term always 0.25? I think so. I don't think they've done any adjustments to it. I mean, you can look on the wiki and see if it's different on the wiki. But I don't think we got any adjustments, really. Alright, we got something. Not that good. What tier Crimson? I mean, you can use any tier. I'm using Infernal, of course, but any tier should be still pretty good, to be honest. Again, it might be better than Necron if you're struggling with survivability in Necron. Even base Crimson could be better just because it will help kill the bats easier. Let me... Yo, G-Drag level 172, GG. Alright, this should spawn it in raw. There. There it is. Alright. Yeah, attack speed matters big time for term. Very much so. Or the bats body blocking again. What's their deal? Okay. Doo-doot. Nothing. Show me the money, man. Where the money at? Hungry. Man, straight up like an extra 30% buff to my combat wisdom from using this sword. Is kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. Dude, he's got to be... Yeah, he's very close to spawn. There we go. There it is. Didoots, didoots. Doom, doo, doom. New playlist needed. I need to get some new songs added in. I gotta get some new songs. But yeah, if y'all enjoyed the background music, check out the links in the description. I wrote it myself. You can check it out on any music store streaming platform. Just look up To Be Determined, and it should be there. But yeah, I haven't worked on a song in a little bit, honestly, since Foraging came out on alpha, pretty much. I was working on something before that happened, but then after that, I've been kind of busy since then. But yeah, I do need to get a new song added, for sure. Found something? Yo. What did bro find? He found the most game-breaking bug in the game. Dun dun dun. Who knows? Can one phase it with explosive arrow term? Hold up. We're gonna have to try this. We're gonna have to try some shenanigans. Mosquito bow is definitely not new meta. No. Like, it might be... I've heard some people saying it could be better than Juju, which... maybe. I don't know. Yo, there's our last Tarantula Catalyst. Let's go. But let me look at the damage here real quick. So, Mosquito bow... it has 251 damage. Versus... Juju, which is 310. Yeah, Juju should still be stomping Mosquito bow. Like, Mosquito will be good until you can get your hands on Juju. But until that point, Juju is still going to be better. Alright. So we have now dropped all 4 of the Tarantula Catalysts that we need for this next upgrade, which I think is in my museum. I might actually have it hiding in a chest in here somewhere. But I think that it is in museum. So let me see. Tarantula armor. There it is. Alright, so we need this. We need all these catalysts. And I'm also going to need a lot of silk, which I do not currently have the money for. So we're going to have to sell some things to make this happen. I'm not super excited about this. I was trying to save these for a later date, but I do have a bit of vertexes lying around. So I can sell these. That's 66 million coins right there, which I don't know if that's going to be enough for what we need here. Because I'm going to need to get my hands on, please, game, wake up, thank you. 1 stack. Holy cow, it's so laggy right now. 2 stacks. 3 stacks, and then an extra 42. Boom. Plus, I think we need 24 iron blocks, which let me see what I have when it comes to iron blocks. Probably nothing. I'm gonna be real. Okay, we got a little bit of iron. Should be in here. There's 5. Okay, so we still need 19, which is gonna cost only 1.4 mil. That's not too bad. And then we can do the recipes for these. So if we take the Tarantula Catalyst, we can make 1 primordial chest plate, and then 1 primordial helmet, 1 pair of leggings, and boots. There we go. So we have the whole primordial setup now. I don't really plan on using this, though. The only reason we're getting this is so we can throw it in a museum. So let's just go ahead and do that. Boom. 10 SkyBlock XP for the primordial armor. And that means we just need 2 more things. We got to get the sting and the primordial belt to be able to max out museum again. But that's pretty solid. We are now 28% to 517. Hopefully a little higher on the ranking, but I doubt we're top 100 still. So close, though. So close. It's better than a max livid dagger. A max shadow fury, a max giant sword, a max claymore. Probably even a max day axe if you have a G-drag. A max Midas sword. What else? There's lots of options. Giant cleaver. It's also pretty good. As far as melee, that's just counting the melee stuff. But there's a lot of options. Is a primordial helm better than Warden, though? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, primordial. Every 3rd strike deal 50% extra damage. Like, that's not... it's not too crazy. Extra crit damage per strength, I mean... maybe. I don't think it's that good, though. I don't think so. Versus the Warden Helmet, which halves your speed but grants 20% base weapon damage for every 25 speed. So I'm getting, what, an extra, like, 160% damage off of that. Pretty sure that extra 160% is going to stomp the Primordial. I'm pretty sure. Please die. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, thought there were two for a second. Sheesh. Hi there. Chill. Let me heal up for a second. Holy cow. I skip egg phases. Hold up. Let me see what I can do here. Quiver. We clear out the quiver arrows. And then I go to grab this. Boom. And we call Jax real quick. I just want to see what happens. Because apparently explosive arrows are kind of cool. So let's try this. And see what goes down. Oh dear. Please. I mean, do I need to run like Wither? Or not Wither. Yeah, it's not doing a bunch of damage there. Yeah, explosive arrows don't matter with those either. Yeah, like this is awkward. This is very awkward. Do I need to try and like do terror armor instead? Oh dear. Ah, I think that's the strat. I think that's it. I don't know, man. It's not going all that crazy, which, I mean, again, I'm not, like, procced for crit chance right now either. But, and it uses so many arrows, holy. Yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe if I swap to crit chance stuff, it might be cool. But I don't know, dude. Let's see. Remove carry spots and cheese spots and void without telling yurt. I heard. I have heard tings. Let me see. Quiver. That is definitely something that should have been in patch notes, though. I do think. What else? What am I missing? I need regular arrows, please. I don't like the explosives. Maybe the server's too laggy for it, too, but... Should I get a Warden Helmet? Warden Helmets are cool. I would recommend getting one, yeah. They're very helpful. They're pricey, but they're very helpful. For sure. Just lowballed my Warden Helmet before the update dropped, brother. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I never... Lowballing is so bad. It's so bad. Should never lowball stuff. You're just getting scammed. But you know you're getting scammed. Like, I understand if you're, like, rich and you just want to get rid of something fast. But, like, goodness. Gotta liquidate quick. But, like, I don't know, man. It's just never worth it. It's just never worth it. Skin items are hard to sell. I mean, if it had like true Warden skin on it, yeah. I guess I could see that, but still. Is IL not faster for Spider? It's probably faster if you have a Sting and can one-tap Flaming Spiders with it. But I'm running Tarantula thing right now. So if I was killing those, I'd have to either two-tap it with this thing or not use it. And that would be kind of awkward. That would be a little bit awkward. So this should be faster using this thing, except this lobby is kind of laggy and also kind of full. So I might need to get a better lobby. But dang, level 516, dude, that's crazy. So 518 should be max, like 518 and a half, I think. Something like that. It's very close to that. Boom, here we go. Okay, should be able to just kill this. And that'll do it. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lobby swap. Somebody's doing shenanigans in here. Somebody's doing some kind of shenanigans. But yeah, Crimson Isle is also pretty contested right now, so it's hard to get a good lobby there too. All right, let me swap. This one is yikes. Still no forging stuff in the museum though. Yeah, that part's a little odd. Because like I thought the reason they weren't gonna add that stuff was because they didn't want to get too close to level 520. But then they added this update and they put like most of the things in museum, so it's like, what the crud, dude? What's the dealio? No comprendio. Very awkward. 1, 2, 3. All right. Very nice, very nice. I would very much like to drop things. That would be epic. Boom. Okay. There it is. Epic. Alright, so if I'm making a video today, which I am, I probably do just talk about like the update stuff. Yo, it's Zach. We're in Zach's lobby, Pog. But we probably just talk about all the stuff that got added, all that jazz. The boss fight mechanics. Those kind of shenanigans. Other than that, what else do I need to do? I need to make a video on Tarantula Slayer just in general. Just talk about like a guide. Just make a guide to Tarantula Slayer now. Because it is completely different. Would be kind of lit. But it's so weird because I feel like I need to do some testing, but it's odd that I can't. Like, you know, normally when I make guides on stuff, I can test it, but I can't test, like, what a early game player should do against, like, T1 Tarantula, T2 Tarantula, like, at what point you can actually start fighting these and handle them, you know. I imagine T1, T2, T3 are still pretty easy. T4 even should still be pretty easy. Like, even strong Dragon Armor and AOTD, I imagine you can handle them. But, I don't know, minimum requirements for T5. I don't know. Yo, let's go, Adrian. It's color after dark red. There's not one at the moment. That's why I thought they didn't want to do stuff. Was because they didn't want to add dark red to what's it called? Like past dark red as a color. Oh my goodness, pain. All right, we're good. Do. Use sus for ferocity. Is that what I need to do? I need to go buy the stuff from shop. The mixins. I don't have my mixins, I don't think. That's what I need. Let me do that. Get rid of this. Still got 27 mil about, which I'm gonna be a little bit on the lower end of that after this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot about this too. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this should be a lot of Skyblock XP. I completely forgot that they did this, but they did add in a new thing here. Tarantula Minion 12 upgrade stone. So I guess we'll go ahead and buy that. Head back to the island. And this should be 24 Skyblock XP, which is pretty major. I assume, yeah, it's got to be crafted probably. Next tier, yeah. All right, let's just collect everything, pick them up. Boom, and actually this way. Yep, Tarantula Minion tier 12. That is 24 Skyblock XP. Holy cow. That is a lot of XP. So let's just reset everything, put all this back in here. There we go. And now we are 52% to 517, man. That's insane. That might have got us top 100. Maybe. Maybe. Yo, it's good. Random, how's it going today, dude? Here we go. Let's see. So I drank all the potions as well, right? So we're good with that. So we can warp to Arachne. Bro got the Primordial Armor Museum as well. He's catching up, dude. He's trying to catch up. I think we'll try Crown of Avarice. The extra speed will be nice. Crafted it before you? Do. No milestone. That's what's there. I feel like T5 is only hard for new players if they don't kill the bats. Yeah. New consumables for 20 XP. Yeah, I'm trying to drop some of them right now. Getting through those webs is the worst. It's the worst. Let me turn the... it's already up pretty loud. It's usually what I have it at. It does sound like hostile mobs are a bit quiet. Maybe. Maybe not. Thing worth crafting? It's, if you're going for museum, that's about the only reason to go for it right now, to be honest. I mean, you can probably one-tap Flaming Spiders with it while using Tarantula Pet. So it'd be good for that if you're trying to Crimson Isle spawn, but Crimson Isle is just so contested right now as well. It just feels kind of yikes. T5 hard, it's not too bad. If you got Crimson gear, it's pretty chill. I don't know about if you're running anything other than Crimson, though. I think it's still probably not too bad, but Crimson just makes it a breeze. They just insta-kill all the bats that he spawns and stuff. Goes by super quick. There it is. Nice. Yeah, plus we're getting coins on this thing now. I need to get it up to 100 mil, but that's going to take a while. There's no way bro dropped another one. Bro's dropped 2 already. What the crud, man? Ain't no shot. Bro has dropped 2 already. What in the world is going on? This dude. This dude. SMH my head. Unacceptable behavior right here. Unacceptable. Mods ban that guy. Get him out of here. What Weather Blade should I get if I drop a Necron, Estrella, or Hype, or another one? I recommend Estrella. That's what I use. It's just very nice for defense and stuff in Master Mode while you're healing and doing all that, so that's why I like it. But Hype is also valid. Trying to do some extra damage here and there. It is also very cool. This dude, bro. This dude, mans. 2 eyes already. Crazy. Unacceptable behavior. Why are you in the spider's den? Because it's better. Smile. Pretty much. That's the gist. Can use Tarantula Fang here, and I can't use it to one-tap Flaming Spiders. So I get faster spawns here with Tarantula Fang than I would, like, either two-tapping Flaming Spiders or just killing them with something else. So this is better. Boom. Nice. I don't know why I was using the wrong weapon there, but I was. Okay. Where's the loot? This on Alpha main server? This is the main server. It is on the main server as of like 2.5 hours ago. He has made the primordial belt. That is some shenanigans right there. Some shenanigans if I've ever seen them. Alright, there we go. Got a little bit of money here and there. Have anything else to sell? Any wither catalysts? Any essence? Not really. Feels bad mans. Feels real bad mans. Would Storm with Yeti work? No. He is immune to magic damage once he is halfway down to, once he's like at half health. Oh, you got a 10-star it? Wait, what? Wait, what? Bro's trying to master star this thing? That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna worry about that. Me personally, I'm good. Way better than adaptive belt. Ugh. Gross. Guess I need to save my spider essence because I'm gonna have to dungeonize it. Like 160 crit damage. Yeah, but adaptive gives crit chance though. So is it actually better? I don't know. Where'd your money go? I spent it all on the update. Getting new museum items and the new pets and stuff. It's only 0.4% loss with 5 stars. With Master Stars, got even more as any class too. Ah, that's true. That's true, because the Archer stuff, or the adaptive belt, only gives good crit or extra crit chance when you're on Archer class. So fair enough. I guess it makes sense. Come here. Bro's literally jumping over my head. Do. It's only 2 crit damage, which is countered by the high rarity. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Very cool. Very cool. Do. Get him. We should spawn it shortly. Yep. There it is. What's up, dude? 1, 2, 3. Get him. Me out here dropping stuff from the minis. SMH. Alright, come here. This should be it for him. Like, it's not too slow of a boss either. Like, you go and do E-Man or Blaze, like, compared to this, this is light speed. Absolute light speed. I don't know why I used Terminator there. Max Primordial. That is crazy. He's already got the maxed one. It's been less than 3 hours and bro's already got a maxed out belt. Absolute insanity. Primordial better than Crimson, and what, Crimson stage? Nah, Crimson is better. Crimson beats it. Apparently there was a bug with it on Alpha where it was better for a little bit, but they fixed it. There it is. Nice. Beautimous. Alright, see, I need to start getting up earlier on Tuesdays, because I barely got up in time to start stream as the game was updating. I logged in, and it was game update. Like, oh, crap. Goodness. Sketchy timing, for real. Double spawn? Sorta. Wait, what? Where's mine at? Oh, there he is. Hi. What's up, dude? Fifth Master Stars are 110 mil. Yeah, dude. See, when I'm out here dropping Master Stars 100 mil profit, it's lit. It's lit. There it is. Yay. Bye-bye purse. Yep. Welcome to update day experience. Oh, man. Yeah, mine's in the bin, too. I need to sell more vertexes if I'm going to buy stuff. But I'd like to drop the vials. Would be kind of lit. Oh, somebody's got minions around. That's what that is. Hi there. Boom. Take them down. Bro, there's so many. Come here. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. So we are currently looking for 3 different drops from this. I want the vials of poison. I want the wasps. And, I mean, the snail would be cool, too. The snail would be kind of nice. Although I'm not actually using Bane of Arthropods on this sword. So, maybe not. Right. Don't I have sharp? Yeah, I've got sharp 6 on this thing. So that wouldn't actually be that helpful. As far as I know, yeah, Primordial, the armor's not great. It's not great. It's meant to be like Final Destination for Spider Slayer. Pretty much. Like, if you need defense when you're first starting out, you should grab that, but otherwise, just run a damage setup. Pretty much. Will you do the cheapest setup video? Probably not, because I physically can't. Cheapest setup for me is gonna be way better than the cheapest setup for like a level 100. Because I just physically can't test that, unfortunately. I wish I could. That'd be nice. But I can't just like check that out without doing like 100 hours into a new profile, and that is just not worth it. I'm gonna be real. I'll ask around and see what early game players are using and what's working for them, but we shall see. But yeah, like, again, I wish it would work like that, but you know, no matter if I could probably, you know what? Oh, whoops. Do. This is me with no armor, man. Keck W. Check this out. Like, we out here with 0 armor on. Easy peasy. People using massive with Puja Sword? That's pretty cheap, yeah. That makes sense. That does make sense. I've seen a lot of people running Shadow Assassin, but most of them were only doing like T3s or T4s. So I don't know how much that works for other stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, I could probably, I can try with AOTV this next time. Oh wow, this guy's a little chunky. He's a little chunky without armor. Do. Hold on, let me use this for a second and then swap to this. Boom. Do 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 do. Yay. Here, let me use AOTV. AOTV from now on. See how long it takes. Boom. Problem is there's people helping out. I can do it solo. But yeah, it's just like, it's not practical for me to test it. I mean, I could empty my talisman bag too, would be something I could do. Try with no pet. Like, we could get some shenanigans going up in here. How much damage do you think I do with my bare fists? 10k? That's with armor on, though. Yeah, basic or high crimson is fine. I guess, do they have requirements, though, still? For, yeah, you gotta have the comps for them, the Kudra comps. So that'd be very cheap armor to do it in. It's just, I don't know. I guess expecting a Kudra comp isn't that much to expect. It is a T5 boss, so it's gonna be difficult. But if you don't have access to Kudra armor, I mean, you can probably do this in Strong Dragon. I would think. Maybe not. Depending on, I mean, it's gonna depend on how much healing and stuff you got. But like, Strong Dragon with a Reaper Mask and like Wand of Atonement, probably not that bad. Especially if you're using like Tarantula Pet, it might just be a damage thing at that point. Like, I think you could survive with those things pretty easily. Because Tarantula Pet decreases the mana cost of stuff, that doesn't matter. Anti-healing is 30% less effective against you, which is a lot of what this boss does. So you'd be able to heal a lot more, which I think would be significant enough. And then, yeah, I think that's the main thing. Could always pick no magical power. True. And turn off tuning points. Yeah, I already got the mosquito. I gotta level him still, but I do have him. He was expensive. He was very expensive. It cost 16 digested mosquitoes. It was absurd. To craft a level, like, to craft a common and upgrade it all the way to legendary is 16 digested mosquitoes. Which is a little bit insane. I had like 5 of them saved up, and I figured like maybe I would need 8 for something. Maybe. But I ended up using 1 on the talisman, and then the rest on that. And that was just to get it to uncommon. And I had to buy everything else after that point. It was kinda wild. It's on the main server, yes sir. Doo-doo. Go into hub 1 is full of golden goblins. Oh dear. Yeah, Primordial got nerfed. It is not rivaling Crimson. It was a bug where it was doing multiplicative instead of additive on the alpha, and they fixed it. It is nowhere near Crimson armor. It dreams that it could be as good as Crimson armor. Ew. Gross. Gross. Why not Crimson Isle? I can't one-tap the Flaming Spiders with the Tarantula Fang, and the Tarantula Fang gives 60 combat wisdom against spiders. So it's better to use Tarantula Fang here than to not use Tarantula Fang there. Yeah, it was good. It's a wild name, but I'm doing great. How are you, sir? What's the vial of venom for? It gives like a little bit of extra crit damage, and also, what's it called? Brain not functioning. Crit damage and, yo, this dude. A little bit of SkyBlock XP. It's like 2 SkyBlock XP for the first 5 that you eat, and you can only eat 5. So, Can eat up to 5 of them. 2 XP per. I've eaten 2 so far. So I've dropped 2 so far. I need another 3. We're going to see if we can make that happen. But we shall see. Boom. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Where did bro go? 45 wisdom. That's from the Recluse Fang. Tarantula Fang gives 60. Doesn't Crimson Isle spiders give crazy good XP? Yeah, they give pretty good XP, but their spawns are pretty far in between. And I believe the amount of mini bosses that you spawn is based on kills and not XP. So you get more kills here, so you spawn more minis here. So, so it goes by pretty quick. But yeah, the thing about Crimson Isle is you gotta teleport around a lot. Like a lot. Oh. Come here, dude. Get him. Bro, it took forever to die, goodness. Alright. RC5 compared to T4, what's the strat? I mean, it's very similar to, like, T4 Rev versus T5 Rev. You know, T5 is just a whole nother beast. It's a whole nother beast. I'd say it's probably, for lower level players, it's going to be the problem of time limit for how much damage you can do. Because you got to do like 30,000, or not 1,000, 30 million damage within 3 minutes. Which is a little difficult. But, especially if you're like living off survivability, you know, like that. If you're barely able to survive the boss and you're focusing all your magical power on being able to survive, then it's going to be pretty difficult. But, I mean, it is a T5 boss, so it's not really meant to be done in the early game. But I'd say once you get your hands on Crimson Gear, it's pretty chill. For sure. It is very chill. Where my Tarantula Fang says 45, it's a Recluse Fang. There's a difference. There's a difference. Boom. Here we go. Let me type. This is the Recluse Fang. It gives 45. This is the Tarantula Fang. It gives 60. Bam, 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 bam. All right. There it is. But yeah, Recluse Fang gives 60, and Sting also gives 60, so the Sting's not crazy worth it for that part of things. But once I get a Sting, I can probably handle the Crimson Isle, the blazing, flaming spiders, whatever they're called. My Fang also says 45. Hold up, let me not die to this. Give me a second. I don't know what to tell you, dude. It was like that on the alpha for me as well. Where's my boss? Hello? Oh, there he is. Hi. Idiot. Bro ran to Narnia. This is the problem. They jump way too far. In my personal opinion. They jump and you can't even tell where they went. Sometimes. Dude. Yeet. It's only given 45 for me. Hold up. Is it this? No. I mean, it says 60. If I drop it and pick it back up, maybe it's not updated or something. They changed it. No? I don't know what to tell you guys. Mine says 60. That's because you gotta have tactics. It shouldn't change the lore of the weapon. If I swap to diver's armor. Never mind. What the heck? What in the world? That's so weird. I've never seen that. Why does that change this? It should, like, it changes the stats usually, not the ability. That's so weird. That's so weird. Alright, my fault, my fault. My bad. What's good, Brennan? How you doing, bro? Yep, I needed that. That's so weird. Is that on the... Wait. So if I get Have Tactics on the helmet, too, how crazy is that gonna go? I don't have it on the helmet now. I don't have anything on the helmet, actually. I don't even have it recommed or with a... anything on it. Keck W. I probably should do that. Get Ancient on there, recom, Have Tactics 5. Probably a strategy. Let me do that. Okay, let's do this and then a recom. Alright, that's good enough for now. That'll help a little bit. And then yeah, I'll get Have Tactics at some point. How much is this? Maybe not. Maybe I won't. Mine says 6.5 and I have it on the helmet. Got you. So it gives 5 per piece. So I need to get it on this helmet and then I'll get even more wisdom. It'll go crazy. That's so wacky. I didn't know it did that. Like, I knew it would give extra wisdom. I just didn't realize it would say it on the weapon. That's insanity. That is absolute insanity. Have you tried Pooch Armor Swap? No. What is that? You mean Mastiff? I assume. But yeah, I comprendo. Doing good, just waking up. Fair enough. Grants it to Slayer weapons. Who knew? Sent you a video yesterday. Yeah, I'd never watched it. I was doing something when you sent it to me, and I was like, I'll watch it later, and then I forgot about it. Try it. Oh dear. Hold up. Give me a minute. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't work. Okay then. They're trolling me. Did 12 mil damage but didn't skip. Dang. Yikes. Big yikes. $30 just dropped an eye. 3 bosses. People say like 3 bosses in. Ain't no way. He just dropped an eye. 3 bosses in. Hasn't he been live like this whole time? And he's only done 3 bosses? He's only done 3 bosses this whole time? Are you trolling me? What the crap, man? He's been live for 2 hours. And he's just now getting into bosses and then he drops it on his 3rd. You're trolling me. There's no way. There's no way he's been live this whole time and waited to get into the boss until now. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's gotta be cap. Do. Why are you running? Mercs. That's a lot of damage. And no loot. I left my eye, bro. Where's it at? Where is it? New spider worth doing for money? I mean, the big drop from it is still pretty good if I can look it up on the right thing. The Primordial Eye. They're going for 180 mil right now. And then if we look on Bazaar, the Wasp, or no, they're on the auction house as well. The Wasps are 37 mil. Like, the rare drops are pretty good right now. Which, I mean, it is day 1, so I'm sure they'll drop as time goes on, but those are good. And then, yeah, Tarantula Catalysts are on Bazaar. They're 5 mil a piece right now. They're pretty common as well. Like, it's making pretty good money at the moment. Hooks. Did That is insane, though. Got back-to-back boss respawn. I need to get that belt, bro. I need this belt in my life. Problem is, if I drop anything, I have to keep it. Pretty much. I'm never getting enough money for it. Ever again. Gimme. Alright. Hold up. Okay, fellas. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try 5 more bosses. And then I'm gonna go make a video. It's already been streaming for 3 hours. Probably should have stopped to go do more. Why do you have 2.3 millimeter? Because I didn't use meter the entire time that I did Tarantula Slayer. From 1 to 9, and then I don't remember why I did it after that point. I think it was Bestiary. Yeah, because it took me forever to do these Bestiaries. So I was just doing Tarantula Slayer while I was maxing Bestiary. Because why not? So, I just didn't use meter that whole time. That's the gist. Yeah, I saw 30 drop to 9. Crazy, man. Absolute insanity. Boom. Alright. Get him. Got 230 bad. That's crazy. I need to drop 2. I gotta drop 2 of these now. It's gotta happen. You know, I am gonna have content for the rest of the week. It's gonna be lit. I gotta make a short about this today. And then I gotta make... Okay, so that's boss number 1. I got 4 more. Gotta make short about this today. I gotta make a video about this today. I gotta make a guide video at some point. I'm probably gonna wait and do that towards the end of the week. I don't know. I should do that tomorrow, realistically. But it's hard for me to know what's good or not because nobody... I mean, I can't test it. That's the problem. Like, I can't test out what's good at lower levels. Unless I were to make a whole new profile specifically at a lower level. Do. Schmack. Win me mod when you have to stop asking for it. See, if I'm gonna give somebody mod, then they will have earned it. And you don't earn it by asking for it. It's not how that works. Alright, that's 2. Run it back. Dedoot. Hello there. Dedoot. 3. Boom. This is gonna be boss number 3. Surely we get something cool. First time asking in like 2 weeks. Bro went 2 whole weeks without asking. Applause. Applause in the chat. For real, for real. Did Alright, cook him. Get him. Okay, I need to see some RNG right here, right now. Gimme. Alright, last boss. Last one right here. I think, unless I miscounted. It's possible. Probably. I think this is the last one, though. I think this is it. Do. Bars. Real. Nice. Okay. Alright. Here we go. This has got to be it. Surely. Surely we get some loot up in here. Surely. Please. Well, we got nothing. Alright, well, boys. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's stream. Very cool stuff. We got a lot of XP. Like, a lot of XP. So we're 102 right now. 102 is pretty good. I will take it. But we got a lot of XP to go. I'll probably do Slayers until I max out all the new stuff. Just because I want to. I really like Slayers. And I just needed an excuse to do it. So I'll probably do Tarantula Slayer until we drop all the new stuff. I'll probably do some revs and try and drop the maggot as well. I might do that off stream. That might be what I grind off stream. Hold up. Let me turn off Auto Slayer in that case. We'll do one more boss. All right, one more. But I'm going to try and get a video out today talking about all the new stuff and all the changes that are in patch notes and not in patch notes as well. For like the E-Man cheese and that type of thing. So that is the game plan. We're going to talk about all that. And tomorrow I would like to get a guide video up for Tarantula Slayer. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it. Because again, I can't test things myself is the problem. Unfortunately. But yeah, I saw 30 already dropped the eye. Crazy stuff, man. Absolutely mad. So I'll try and drop some. Probably be back tomorrow trying to drop one. See what goes down. But we will see what happens. Anyways, in the meantime, hope y'all have an amazing rest of your day. I'll have a video up hopefully in the next hour or two. And I will be live again tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Have a great rest of your day. And God bless.